Hello, everyone, and welcome to chapter 45 of Ruins of the Past, our last short campaign that seems to have lasted for about a year at this point. Currently, the Silver Triumph has returned to Scintilla, and a great many news has been given to the party, and certain preparations have been made. The two of you, being very special since you were here last time, can catch Boo up on the most important bits, and I'll fill in anything you miss.
Noted.
Both of you!
Get fucked.
Fuck. Okay. Oh, what happened last time?
Well, you already heard about us adopting a malicious asshole into the crew who's going to backstab us when he sees it convenient.
And how did we acquire said malevolent bastard?
He approached us. That's how we know he's malevolent.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, Jackalor is bound to be right sooner or later. He keeps accepting gifts from me when I GM him, and he expects them to not have strings attached, and I mean,
This
sooner
is
or later...
literally the only time it makes sense to assume that there's strings attached. This is
Never
a
look a
fucking
gift horse in the mouth.
spice huffing motherfucker.
Okay, listen, last couple of weeks on the other campaign, he was like, oh, this dude gave me orc bits so I can implant them in myself. He's a fellow heretic. Oh, but I owe him a favor next time. See, I have this special cogitator that you need hook up to your ship's systems. It will upgrade the system in question. Just do it and your favor will be repaid. Jackalor's like, where any sane person would be, wait a second, this is kind of suspicious. Jackalor's like, free upgrade, +5 to ballistics tests. With the ship's weapons, and just hooks it up. Fast forward to exercising a Nurgle demon from the ship.
Jesus. Oh yeah, I did hear a small tidbit of information. We're Inquisitors now. What the fuck?
You can
Some of
upgrade
us
to
are.
that.
No, but I.
Like you
this is out of
officially count
character.
as...
Yeah, we officially count as them, so we can use them in terms of roleplay, but we don't have their specific abilities. We still have to buy them.
Like, if you're gonna use the authority, then that, like, I let you use it in advance if
Yeah.
you're saving XP for that.
Ah, okay.
So if you are gonna be buying it, yeah, you can count as an Inquisitor, you know, a bit in advance in terms of
Yeah.
authority, just because otherwise you're gonna have to wait till you next get back.
Yeah, and gather an XP is essentially just, the paperwork.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got you. But no, I'm not thinking of becoming an Inquisitor, so
Okay.
you count me out of that.
There's nothing I want to say.
Clearly, you're counting your plans as being Imperial Governor's son-in-law.
Yeah, actually, could be.
There
That was a fun thing.
there was news that Arminius has supposedly been spotted, or there's a hint of his trail. The Griff family had a ship put in the Severian dominated a planet that's trying to play both sides, and requested a special high-grade fuel to allow that archaeotech ship that Arminius stole to function at max capacity.
And we got back here safely, somewhat. We managed to not expose ourselves to the rogue trader that saved our ship, and he gave us a decent a debt repayment plan that's pretty normal.
You now owe him approximately the cost of establishing a new colony on an uninhabitable planet.
Mm-hmm.
So, minor matters.
You know, just a 2-decade repayment plan.
Oh, you are not paying that. You do not have the cash. You will have to either get cash from somewhere or repay him in favors. But for now, it's not growing that badly.
Yeah,
Give
it's growing slowly, but once it finally gets to size, oof.
It's just like 4 or 5% per year.
That's
Well,
a lot when you're talking about this factor.
like
It's
4 or
compounding
5.
interest.
It's 4 or 5 profit factor with compound interest. Since he effectively saved your dynasty as far as he sees it.
Which is pretty reasonable when you consider the entire, getting entirely fucked situation.
Yeah.
It could have fucked us over a lot harder.
Also, he lost a crew of Eldari slaves to Slanesh and Demi due to going out of his way to save you, so...
Fair enough.
Demi just picks up something psychic, excuses himself from dinner, goes down there, finds 50 Eldari, half which are dead in cages. This seems like a bit heretical to me!
You're looking at it like, are those cages by regulation? I didn't think so.
Technically, yes, but really sus that he's in orbit over Scintilla with them still in the hold.
Yeah.
But it's okay, they invented the Eldari.
I mean, as you should.
We're not the imposter.
Okay, so...
It was funnier last time you made that joke.
I want to make it for Boo.
I mean, I could assume jokes like that have been made, because Demi made like 7 while he was describing the situation.
Okay, what else? Oh yeah, the Stygies fucks. The heretical tech priests, the local contacts, like the important ones, seem to have dried up. But there's news that a full explorator fleet is heading this way.
Huh?
Art Mechanicus, like 4 or 5 cruisers, smaller supporting craft. They just, swept everything that was in this general direction, affiliated with Stygies, formed it up and sent it to, deal with shit. What remains of the Late World Mechanicum is openly hostile to the Inquisition, and they're requiring recompense for the cruiser that Arminius fired on.
Though a lot of them are gonna die to the Stygies fucks when they come to eat this planet and steal all of its knowledge.
Yeah. Oh well.
So,
it's not our fault, really. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
I mean, Scintilla's fucked. The entire sector's fucked, but
not a problem.
I mean, even Stygies fucks won't fire on Imperial planets without a casus belli, so they'll wait for someone to do something stupid first.
Which is gonna be like 10 seconds. Like, genuinely.
They will wait 10 seconds and just say they were provoked.
They're gonna fucking land. Someone's gonna, like, in the background hit a fucking TV because it isn't starting, and they're gonna start shooting.
You did not chant the litany of percussive maintenance!
Essentially.
I mean, those cruisers are gonna have Nova cannons on them. They can just sit off and bombard the defenses at super long range of any fortified planet.
So yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take them. You have a ship.
Wow, that's worked the other 4 times. I don't think we want to try that this time. The one viewer on fucking YouTube probably would love that, but at the same time, why try our chances 5 times in a row?
He kind of stopped commenting after we switched over to this party. I think that might have been a bit much for him, just watching it all get reset like this.
Ah, the beauty of it. But that's the core of Dark Heresy.
In any case, Bo, you have, I think, 2 months in which you can either try and do some sort of a project, like 2 rolls for a project.
Oh, okay.
Or each month you can do up to 4 acquisition tests if you want to go buying shit.
Gotcha. Also, I was gonna ask, did they get XP for the previous session?
They did. We do it per session. Yeah. But I had the influence you gained to your sheet.
You added the influence, gotcha.
I think I did.
I have 77. I had like 50 something, so
Yeah, you gained 20
should be good.
for
yeah, 57.
mission objectives and the like.
Gotcha. And yeah, because we don't gain XP otherwise. Gotcha. Yeah, that was all my questions. So either 2 projects
Or one project and 4
or one
requisition
project.
tests.
Yeah.
If you're getting implants,
basically-
then we need to factor the recovery time in as well, because that might eat one of, you know,
Away
like
at
an
the
extra
time, yeah.
week to recover.
And I can do implants with requisitions. I
You
presume.
can, but unfortunately, the Scintillans do not have an affiliation with one of the minor Forge Worlds which are currently loyal to the Imperium. So currently, it's a -20 on any implants you're getting via the Mechanicus, which is pretty much all of them.
Yeah, essentially. That is not a good roll. But that's the only way I can get implants, right?
On Scintilla, yeah.
On Scintilla.
Well, I mean, normal quality bionic limbs probably are a fair price, you know.
Like normal quality replacement limbs, if you have a medical need, sure, that would be the exception. But anything
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like currently the Mechanicum is literally extorting the Inquisition for that cruiser and threatening to go public if they're not repaid for the crew the Inquisition killed.
Of course. I mean, of course. Why wouldn't they? Right?
So it's kind of like, if they agree that they're at fault,
Yeah.
but if they don't,
There's
then
no
what
good
Arminius
option
did
except
becomes...
killing them all.
Yeah, there's legit no good option, is there?
The problem is that Mechanicus fleet, such as they are, were generally out and about instead of just docked at the lathes.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't have a power base per se, but they have a fleet and a lot of desperation, so just telling them to go and fuck themselves might not be the best policy either.
Ah, yeah. Motherfucker. But, where else could I go get implants that's within a reasonable distance?
You would have to go directly to another Forge World.
Yeah, I know, but that's gonna eat away time.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
at
gonna...
least a couple of weeks.
More than that, we're assuming that Centella is in the Goldilocks zone, so that's 3 weeks just to the
yeah.
Mandeville point.
Yeah, fair enough. So, I'll essentially use up 1 month just going to a place where I can get cybernetics easier, but I will only have 4
You still have
positions
to
for it.
travel down the gravity well on the other end.
I mean, yes, I know.
So
I'd
it's
be still
like
left with,
2
2
months
requisitions.
just heading out, and then
Yeah.
2 months getting back. And that's if a ship is going, immediately launching.
Yeah. Fair enough. So the
It's
only
not
ones
worth
I
it
could
for the
get are
cybernetics, man.
-20.
It's not
Yeah,
worth
fair
it.
enough. Fair enough. I mean, I know you're right. I'm just inquisiting or inquiring. Inquisiting.
Like, do something like get more ammo for your big boomstick.
I mean, yeah, but I have to go fairly illegal with that as well.
That never seems to be a problem for you.
I mean, yes, but those bullets are being produced right on this very planet.
Oh. Fair enough then.
The
That's
second
convenient.
biggest hive on Scintilla is the Gunmetal City, where they make a lot of bullets and
lot
guns.
Of boom. A lot of boom. Gotcha. Oh, that's also an idea.
And
again-
there was the fact that it has the bonus due to the gun that it's being manufactured on this planet as well.
I'll give him a +10
So-
overall, but this is a very legal piece of hardware.
Nah, okay, fair enough. If I could get some more upgrades for that gun.
I mean,
as
you
well,
could
or
always
like
just
attachments.
ask the Space Wolf to give you just some Astartes bolt shells. He might oblige and just go like, wink wink. I mean,
True,
it's
or,
it's
he might slap the shit out of me.
it's legal for you to have them if a Space Marine hands them to you. It's a holy gift then.
True, true. Or he might run my shit. I do not know.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean, he seemed glad for the fact that you used it that one time. So
True, true.
you have like 6 clips of ammo for the thing. You've used half of one, right?
No. You gave me 6 shots.
Ah,
and it holds the 3 in a clip, and I'm down to 4.
so right, like standard clip is 3, and
Yes,
you extended it to twice, so you only got the base ammo. Then yeah, no, then you should, but there are other types of ammo. There are
for the bolt. For
there
the
are hyper density
what book is that?
penetrators,
What book
which
is that?
add
If you know.
knockdown to it
Oh,
and to
okay.
penetration, but those are super fucking rare because they're literally being produced on the late worlds, or were.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
And then there's the special shells that come in the core book.
I didn't see any special cells in the core book though.
Under
Like
ammo.
flammable ones, all sorts of other ones.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. So because the bolt gun, it just shoots bolt shells. Fair enough.
Bolt shells literally are little rockets. They have
Yeah,
different types of
essentially.
munitions.
Which makes sense. There it is.
Okay, checking under the Deathwatch Space Marine. There's something called Tempest Bolt shells.
Okay.
No, I don't want to restart now, Windows. Fuck off.
Oh, the Tempest bolt shells are in the main book actually. They changed the weapon's damage type to energy and granted shocking. They also add 3 to the weapon's damage against targets with the machine trait.
Oh, that might be useful.
Actually, might be, yes. They are near unique. Blessed.
They are particularly effective against machine targets, but obtaining them from the machine cult is a nigh impossible task. However, their standard loadout for Deathwatch. So if you go through the Inquisition,
Yeah. I could get some from the Death Watch. Potentially.
Oh, that's right. We
Or-
still have to pay for the Space Marine.
Or the Space Marine can give it to me.
yeah. However, they're gonna want to know why you're asking for something you shouldn't, have any concern with.
Fair enough, but don't we know the information that fucking Dark Mechanicum is coming towards here?
Stygies isn't Dark Mechanicum. They're a loyal Forge World, and the, rumors about them all being heretics are vastly exaggerated, I hear.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I honestly, they're not all heretics.
Well,
It's just
I mean,
that
they
some
are
of
all
them committed
heretics.
tech heresy.
fair.
Tech heresy is different from them wanting to rob us of all
Listen.
our knowledge.
Listen, they are the ones who are willing to click deconstruct and analyze on alien wrecks. They're the good guys.
All I'm gonna say is, Chris, are you like just combining campaigns at this point, because you included Dark Mechanicum over
Wait.
there too. So
They're not
No,
Dark
Boo is
Mechanicum
calling
technically.
these Stygies fucks Dark Mechanicum when they're technically not yet.
They never. Listen, looting an entire Necron tomb in that one game does not make them heretics, it makes them visionaries.
That is a good game, though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
just called walking the fine line with tech heresy.
Listen, Stygies has a better track record than more puritanical Forge Worlds on accidentally rediscovering lost STCs and technologies never before recovered by the Mechanicum.
Don't mind the accidental AI.
What do you mean accidental AI?
Wait a minute.
Oh, right, machine spirit.
Listen, let's not talk about the fact that Art Mechanicus literally has like a STC inside it based on the standard pattern, and they just don't know how to access it. And there's literally an AI hiding on every single one of those ships, being like, I'm not sure, I don't think they suspect. Beep boop.
I mean,
I'm a loyal machine spirit.
isn't that the entire parody of
Yep.
the Mechanicum? Because like, no, AI doesn't exist. The reason this machine is screaming is because machine spirit.
There's literally like an excerpt I read from one story where it was like Tech Marine talking to the machine spirit of a station that's cussing out the enemies and talking about scrap code, invading them and wanting to yeet them with its guns.
I mean,
Chris,
considering. Okay.
I apologize, but I also just realized I could get scrambler rounds for my bolt gun.
Sounds nice.
They
a
add
big one?
they add the hallucinogenic 2 and recharge qualities to the weapon if you use with them.
Ooh.
Recharge is
Yeah.
bad.
I know, but hallucinogenic too.
That's kind of useless against who we're fighting, is the issue.
We're fighting demons mainly, I guess. Yeah.
Look, guys, I'm about to do 2d10 plus 2d5 damage on this thing. But don't worry, the hallucinogenics are gonna kick in after he loses 2 limbs.
Hey, it's called.
But yeah,
anaphylactic shock.
most of the AI that are masquerading as the machine spirits are dumb enough that they're animal level intelligence, so they don't really count as abominable intelligences themselves.
If
Like,
it's
Boo, if you
capable of self-learning and adapting, I think it counts.
Yep.
Like, Boo, if you want something that's good for bolt.
Most of them can't. That's the thing. They have to bond with a human to even manage to learn.
Adolphus, you son of a bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Says the guy who was half an hour late.
I mean,
Okay, at least I was silent in those 30 minutes that I wasn't
Okay,
there.
that's a very good point. Shut the fuck up, Adolphus. Boo, so what bullet?
Inferno shell.
I mean, Inferno shells are fun, but Tempest bolt shells, Demi.
Those are
Anti-machine.
Yes, but we have conveniently a Deathwatch Space Marine. Which, for them, the Tempest bolt shells are standard issue.
Okay,
I'm
you're...
going to attempt to ask him.
Okay, so you want to ask through the Space Marine. What reason do you present him for asking for these? How you approach this will matter.
Precautionary measures because of our previous interactions with corrupted machines on the asteroid around, not Mara, fucking Dusk.
Okay. So let's do it this way. Okay, doesn't see through you. Make me a charm test.
Fuck, I don't have charm.
I believe in you.
Make
I have
it
two-
anyway.
I have 2%.
I believe in you. Well, technically it's 5% because all you need to do is crit succeed.
Simple.
I mean, if you had Will of the Inquisitor, you could just spend a fate point to have 01.
I don't have a fucking
It sounds like a you problem.
XP. I don't have the XP because I didn't get any XP.
And who didn't save his XP for this?
What do you...
I mean, I saved my XP for it.
With the power of Allah. My god, I got a 9.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and he tells you, listen, don't worry. I'll protect you. You don't need to worry about servitors.
Damn it. At least I didn't lose nothing.
Just don't hit me when the fighting starts.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna try just requisitioning some basic Inferno shells.
We're gonna say you can still roll for this, but you're gonna take an additional -10 because effectively he would be giving you these to humor you.
Yeah, fair. But so, hey, that still leaves me with 3 other requisitions. So they're near unique, which is already a -50, right?
Yep.
No, Inferno shells are rare.
No,
I'm saying
Tempest.
Got it.
Inferno shells come later. This is still a chance for the Tempest. So they're near unique, so that's -50, right?
Yes.
60 because the other thing.
Yeah, I know, but near unique is -50, right?
Yeah.
7%. Please.
Spend a fate point for +10.
We have.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll spend a phase.
It's for literally a bolt shell for killing tech priests.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it still adds
Actually-
3 to the damage, so why the fuck
Actually,
not? Am I right?
hold up. On that note, I think he deserves a +10 then. Aren't we kind of at war with the fucking tech priest now?
We had that discussion. No.
Listen, if you are at war with the tech priests, then Terra would like a word about what the fuck you're doing.
What do you mean my branches of government are infighting?
That's not even branches of government. You dare break the Emperor's word to the Mechanicum?
Yeah, technically they are a sovereign state.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Like, there's
Just
literally...
because they're the Stygians doesn't mean that not.
The Fabricator General is literally gonna be holding up the Treaty of Olympus to the other High Lords and going, listen guys, this ain't cool! It says here they're heretics!
It says right here, you a little bitch.
So,
Yeah,
you...
please don't let the Fabricator General of fucking Mars.
So you're not... Tensions are high, but you're not at war with the Mechanicum, and the Inquisition's kind of like, listen, you're an important mission, but we're not going to the war with Mechanicum over, like, 2 junior Inquisitors, or however many of you are going there, so, we can sell you the fuck out if you go there.
Oh, they will definitely sell us.
I
the
mean,
fuck out.
just wait. If Arminius somehow manages to actually get on the good side of the Mechanicum, then we're going to be in a hell of a situation where we're being framed.
Just picks up a couple of Explorator fleets and starts going towards Terra. Everyone's like, oh, he's a heretic!
Yeah.
Remember when the Inquisition tried to bomb the Space Wolves off their own planet?
Anyway, shall I roll for this?
Yes, do.
Oh my fucking god!
Congratulations, Boo.
I got
Nice.
Tempest shells. Hell yeah.
Okay,
Well, that was
so that is 6 degrees.
Yes.
So, the Space Wolf just, the next day, brings you a box with 7 clips for his bolt pistol, still in their greasy packagings. And these are 8 shells each.
Jesus H. Christ. Fair enough.
So 7 times 8, that's 56... 56 Tempest bolt shells, and he just claps you. Listen, really, I don't know what happened with the servitors on there, but this should make you feel a little safer.
I fucking love this dude. Holy shit, can I carry that even? I mean,
Probably
of course
not
I'm
all at once, no.
I'm definitely not gonna carry all of it.
So at least the ammo isn't illegal as long as you don't use your remaining 4 normal shells.
Yeah, I like how I still have 4 remaining shells and then 56 Tempest Bolt shells. The shotgun quality on its own is still pretty fucking
So
neat.
that's what, 9 reloads for you?
56.
Yeah,
Yeah, 9. Wait.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'll last you the rest of the campaign, I think.
I
Yeah,
just realized,
probably.
For the one
It's
time,
20 reloads for me, though, all of my ammo. Because a clip of mine holds 3. I didn't expand it.
Oh, then
Yes.
Then
So
it's
20
18.
total. I mean 20 total because I still have, 4 shots of regulars, so it's 56 plus 4, so that's 60. 3 times 20 is 60.
well, here's the thing though. Chris specifically said from his bolt gun, so those hold more clips, right? You have more ammo. You just have to use the clips.
He said 6 from his. That's
My thing is
56.
fucking like cylinder loaded dummy.
yeah,
It's like
he
an,
doesn't
it's like
have
an
a
M32.
magazine.
Yeah, it's like an M32 essentially, where it's like
Shame.
yeah. But what I will do is try and get fucking what's his face expanded mag.
Okay.
Just find that real quick. There it is. Expanded magazine is scarce.
this will be at the base without any additional modifications, I would say, because it's kind of hard to find people, especially with the Mechanicum fucking off, who are willing to make this kind of modification.
Yeah, fair enough. So that's just base, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Hey, that's fair. I'm not gonna complain. I deserve that. Oh, I'm 2, actually.
Oh.
Minus 10. You forgot to apply it. Because it's
Fair enough, I
scarce.
don't have to re-roll that. Didn't you say there's gonna be a base?
Well, yes, base for that rarity level.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, gotcha. Really? I'm not gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna spend another. I'm not gonna spend a faith point. I'm just gonna spend another Inquisition on that.
Go ahead,
Requisition.
roll.
So that's my
I mean,
3rd requisition. This is my 3rd requisition.
Mm-hmm.
Eat.
Okay. Expanded mag.
Yep. So 5. That's 1 more added to the weight, though.
and yet you could have gotten Vox operated.
By the way, 14 influence points. Please spend them among the lot of you, however you decide to divide them up for the Space Wolf. Because as far as I understand, he's coming with you.
So we all have to give about 3.5 each.
Mm.
If possible, I can spend 3, but not the 0.5.
No, I can spend 4 because I'm not going to be an Inquisitor. So having 73 instead of 77 is just,
What was
not big difference.
the bottom range for an Inquisitor again?
75.
75.
75. Yeah, that's why I say I could spend 4 because I'm not planning on being an Inquisitor. Hell, I can spend 5 even. How much do you? How many do you have, Adolphus? Like, how much influence?
I have 83. You know what?
Hmm.
Fuck it. I'll spend the 8 so you guys don't have to.
You don't have to. I can spend
Legit, though.
3.
I can
Go
spend
on.
7 as well. Is that an issue?
Dracula is just like, yeah, this is fine by me.
Here's the thing. I
Yeah,
don't want to
Dracula's spend
fuck
8.
you. Here's the thing, guys. I don't want to fuck you over by letting you have lower influence than me.
I mean, I kind of feel obliged to pay for a decent amount of this Space Marine because, he just gave me, like, fucking a shit ton of ammo.
There's just like this
You
locked
need that
check.
influence for your ridiculous spicy shit
Ollie,
that I don't
please
buy.
shut up. SD is talking.
Like the Space Wolf, there's just like a couple of forklifts of ammo, equipment, and repair parts for his equipment that came on board along with like 20 thralls to see to his arming and servicing. So, yeah, it's like 3 forklifts. At least half of one is just mead.
Mule, not mead.
Wow. He
Home-
didn't ask us to make more. Come on, it's better.
Well, we have the recipe now, so now it's easy to do it.
It's just part of the normal resupply process when you dock at the planet.
Yeah. How much Promethium did you use?
Don't I ask? That went into
so
the
how-
absolute one.
How are we spending this?
If I spend 8, you all can spend 2.
Fair enough. Let's go for that, I guess.
Sure.
So how much are the rest of us only spending?
2.
At 76, not at 75.
Honestly, I'll spend 3 more so Demi doesn't have to spend any.
You need to spend 2 more, not 3 more.
2 more then.
I'm not sure what your strategy is here.
Essentially, Demi doesn't pay anything. I pay 2, Jack pays 4, Adolphus pays 8.
Like just asking Jacklor and Yubu, you guys aren't going for the Inquisitor Elite Advance?
Nope.
That explains it.
I mean, yeah, I still have 75 because I'm only spending 2, so I could.
I mean, I could, but I really don't care about Inquisitor. Just that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that's how
They
we
just
doing it.
want to sacrifice shit.
Yeah, so that's how we doing it.
You
Cash.
actually catch the Space Wolf having brought in like a box of stasis locked fresh snow from one of Scintilla's mountains. He just, sort of puts it in a bowl and pours the absolute miod over it and sees how that goes down.
Aww.
I just realized something.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
What?
We didn't think of the potential of the weaponry. He didn't. I remember him not liking the absolute Meowd as much because it didn't have flavor. So what we can use in an emergency is a flame grenade that does 3d10 damage at least.
I actually thought of my fourth requisition, well, so I can be done with my first month. And that would be a red dot for the bolter.
Okay.
Red dot is only where is it again? There it is. Scarce, so it's again -10.
Yeah, that's presuming that you are, also looking for people to install it.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
no, all is well.
I'm gonna put it in a fucking special. Because I'm counting my ammo up top.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's your month of requisitions, and you have another month in which you can do like a project if you want to catch up with the others. Currently, they have managed to upgrade the crew on the Silver Triumph to a rating of 40, but you still only have like 30% crew, since a lot of them killed each other off.
Yeah.
We Jackler did the requisition. We filled up.
Oh, so you took another month after the first two while you were
Rogue
waiting.
Trader. Because the rogue, we had months we were getting the crew, but the ship didn't arrive yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are doing the scrubbing of the ship, if I remember right, because it was in the warp bullshit in the cat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then never mind. Then, well, you have an idea where Arminius might be heading, then you could try and follow that trail. Or, alternatively, you have the clues from before, like an idea about the shipyard system, right?
Mm.
And something else you can do is use laws and bureaucracy to try and, via astropathic messages and the like, pull information together, since you're at literally the nerve center of the sector, to try and figure out where some of the other groups you might be looking for could have been heading, where they might have been sighted, or where there are clues where they might have been. And depending how you go about that, the difficulty will vary.
If I can ask, I don't remember from last session. I remember only doing a logic test at, while we were traveling and stuff like that, that Arminius might be at the shipyard. Is that where we got information that Arminius was, or where is he?
No. Arminius is up north. You know that there used to be a beacon world up in that direction, which Arminius considered visiting before, but you don't know for sure where he's heading. You just know he's been sighted up in the Severian Dominate.
That is also where the Svarog was sighted as well, and the sighted, but the Space Hulk was a direct heading there.
Oh no, there was also sightings of the Svarhawk.
Well, not sightings, rumors of it being there, or ideas.
No, literally, was the occasional sighting for like last 20 years.
That it was established by Arminius' team that, the ship follows a sort of a semicircle route around the Screaming Vortex.
Mm-hmm.
Up through the north from...
And that was part of how we figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about it, I think our best thing is to try and go after Arminius, because I feel like that's most in line.
Honestly, stopping the twins is our highest priority.
Fair. I mean, yeah, they're entirely important as well, but It's Arminius we're talking about at the same time.
The twins are a greater threat to the sector.
Also consider the fact that because they're also probably know what they're doing, it might be even more difficult to actually
I
find
mean-
out where they are.
It's not that they're a threat to the sector, it's a threat to all of the Imperium with the twins, whereas Arminius is just a threat to the sector.
Arminius is a minor threat to the sector compared to the twins.
Yeah, because the twins actually know what the fuck they're doing, and they actually have a goal to take over a machine that can eat the entire sector, and then if they figure out how to actually work it, can actually fucking take over the entire Imperium.
If you guys want to go on the twins, then let's go on the twins. But we have to first try and see where the fuck they are.
I fucking hate my life.
Okay. And
Nah, I just fucking realized I could have requisitioned Cybolts and they would have been fucking perfect.
What's a Cybolt do?
The weapon, it's
Anti-cycle
only
round.
for, yeah, it's bolt weapons only, and this weapon, the weapon using this ammunition gains the Demon Bane's sanctified qualities, ignores all protective benefits granted by psychic powers, and inflicts +1 damage for every point of the user's psi rating, and they're only extremely rare instead of near unique.
I mean, I will note.
but you have to go through either the Inquisition or the Mechanicum to get them.
Fully know that. I fully know that. So, it's still gonna be...
I mean, you have
difficult shit.
another month in order to catch up with the others, at least, I think. I think it might be actually 2, because I think we did 2 before the ship arrived, and then another one then.
After that, yeah.
Fair enough, because, yeah, the Tempest bolt rounds are fucking sick, but we're fighting more demons than we are tech priests.
So if you want, you can, take another month for like 4 requisition rolls, and then the last one for a project if you want to do. Up to you.
Both will come in extremely handy.
Yeah, I want to try for the Cybolts, but y'all finish what y'all were talking about.
As I said, like we need to start eliminating threats. The place is fucked. So either we spend more time going for I would presume that this might cost us be as a project, so it's gonna take us another month of waiting, right?
Yeah, this, like, if you're spending time investigating here, you have to wait for astropathic messages to get returned, and it takes time.
Yeah. So up to you guys. Either take a month and try and get information so that we can actually try and head towards where the twins would be, or go after Arminius now. It's a month. I don't think that's gonna play too much of a thing, but hey, who knows?
His ship is much faster than ours, so
It is.
and it's very silent, so he can run away from us much easier than the twins can.
If he's traveling together with the Griffs, then not so much.
They might just be supplying up and meeting up later.
Could be.
So,
Up to you guys. If you guys feel like the twins are more, then let's go twins.
don't we have a vague idea of what the twins actually have towards their goal so far?
I don't think we do.
If I remember right, we know that they visited Dusk. I think I remembered that from
They
our
visited
investigation.
Dusk early on, but presumably they didn't disassemble the machine.
Yeah, they didn't do much.
Yeah, they abandoned it after fixing it to some extent.
So biggest presumption is probably going to try and find other locations similar to Dusk.
Let's
They
see
already
here.
have from Dusk a teleportarian. Well, teleportarian plus runecaster idea.
They stole the deep space teleportarium
They also
From
have
from the station.
they stole parts
What
of
else
it.
did they have at that time that we know of, if anything?
Whatever they stole from Quadis, the records that were held there were fucked. And in true inquisitorial fashion, part of the records on the case were kept on Quadis and parts on Scintilla so that all info wouldn't be in a single place. And, the missing bits aren't replicated between sites to minimize the chances of someone stealing all of the bits they need. Unfortunately, Arminius helped with that.
Yeah, and I think if I remember right from Arminius, we helped them get 2 of the 3 things that they wanted, I think.
Something like that.
So, they might be gathering either resources or trying to find a nice place to actually assemble bullshit, but I feel like they want to try to do something similar.
Honestly, they're probably still looking for equipment.
Yeah, which is why we need to kill them before they get that equipment and assemble it.
Remember, it's
So
also been...
our lead for the old dockyards is probably the best for finding them.
Not really. They have no reason to go there.
They don't need stuff from a shipyard.
They have the exact same reason that Eldari thought that Arminius would go there.
Yeah,
Well,
but Arminius...
Ancient architects there.
They,
I mean,
best case scenario, they still need one piece. And that's assuming they can't improvise that and make up the lack with... Like, that they have an Imperium Great Teleportarium already, plus stuff from Quadis, plus info from Arminius, plus actual archaeotech parts from the station.
And
they have everything they need already.
and we gave them essentially 7 months and more now, so it's getting close. So, but we don't really know where they're going, so let's take the month and actually do a project to, get a clear-cut, signal, I suppose, from the SD where the fuck they're going.
Okay.
Or the fuck they're planning on going or going already are.
If we can't figure out where they're going quickly, we're probably gonna have to go to Dusk and actually fix the goddamn facility there.
I don't think that's the case. So, but before we get to that, Boo, have you decided on what you want to do?
I mean, yeah, I want to try requisition Cybolts.
Yeah, okay, then go for it. Let's get you up to speed with us, and then we'll go.
Fair enough. They are extremely rare, so that's -40.
-40, and what reason? Presuming you want to go through the Inquisition, what reason do you give them? Because you're asking for Cybolts in an Astartes caliber.
Fair enough. Well, since we have the support of a Space Marine and Arminius is known to have colluded with demons in the past and corrupted psychers, that equipping the crew with that ammunition.
With the Astartes rounds?
Not the crew, sorry. I meant having them on the ship could be useful.
Okay, first of all, roll me a deceive.
Just use your stealth to fail them.
There's literally like a, librarian that looks 50 with a face like she feeds exclusively on lemons, whose job is to ask the acolytes why, and she's been doing it for the past 200 years, boy. I'm sorry, that's not good enough.
Fair enough. Though I was gonna ask, is my Agilus Bolter illegal? It is, right?
Yes.
Depends on if the Space Wolf is currently holding it. Generally speaking, yes. It's kind of sacrilege. It's, it's not... it's not necessarily colluding with demons sacrilege. It's like a 3 on the radical scale, where Eisenhorn is sitting solidly at a 9. But, it's not exactly the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Up to like 1.5, it's tolerable.
You're pissing in the Holy Grail.
Yeah. So that's not gonna happen, sadly.
Like you ask, and then they ask you again, like, no, really, why do you want these? Don't lie to me, boy.
I mean, it is true. It's to defend against the fucking. Defend against Arminius.
She pulls up a record. Space Wolf's ammo loadouts.
They have Tempest bolt shells.
Looks it up. According to Lord Yarnulf, and I quote, "If demons show up, I'll hit them with my axe until they go away."
Yes, hence why we might need the ammo, because they don't have it in the basic loadout.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Try again.
Damn it.
Just come clean to her. I'm sure it's fine. The Inquisition never punishes heretics. Oh, wait.
Bro, what do you mean
I-
come?
I think it's
I-
my duty to inform you at this point that all such requests, including our conversation currently, are being recorded for the purpose of finding crypto heretics and investigating their activities.
I know that. I mean, I do, and I don't want to go through the process of getting Demon Bane on my weapon instead, because this is actually easier technically. But getting Demon Bane on my weapon is gonna be even more highly illegal.
I mean, you're literally taking it to like a high ecclesiarch in some cathedral and going,
Yes.
"Listen, I have this highly heretical weapon. Please bless it."
Essentially, yeah. So the only shot I have is fucking Cybolts. But I'm not getting these, so I'm gonna just leave. I'll say I used one in requisition for that. But on that note, could we get Demon Bane in general, like on a regular weapon?
Yeah. Think one or two you might already have that on something.
Yeah,
I have it in the Warhammer.
I have.
I
same
have it
fire
on
right
my sniper rifle.
Yeah, I want to get it on my sniper rifle as well.
Okay.
That is near unique, right? And it's 1d10 influence cost.
Yes, I think so.
Ah, well. So should I first roll?
Yes. Like, no, you don't. If you're just getting it on the sniper rifle, you don't need to roll anything special. You can just go with influence. It's gonna be flat, because I think we said that with like several Chaos Warbands rampaging through the Malfa and subsector, that upgrade has gotten popular among the Inquisitors.
Fair enough. So that's just gonna be flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I pay the influence first or before or after?
After.
And now
Okay.
it's 1d10, right?
Yes. You'll also receive a notification that essentially that you have been assigned your very own investigator to inquire as to why you're looking for Cybolt shells and bypassing the normal requisition process for your Space Marine against his specific refusal to pursue such weaponry. And it's like a notice, like, Internal Affairs is looking into you. Please make yourself available for any questions they might have before you leave.
Sure.
The Space Marine's gonna tell you that, listen, he doesn't appreciate you using his name. People came to him, but he covered for you.
Oh, man. I owe this man everything.
Not very well.
Still better than me. Actually, still better than me.
And it's like, seriously, like, I like you. You're a little bit radical, but like your heart's in the right place. But seriously, if you use his name in your lies and put him in a position where he needs to lie to his bosses, he will personally beat you to a bloody pulp.
Oh yeah, I completely understand that. I will literally take a fucking bolt shell for this man. So I got Demon's Bane on my weapon, on my sniper rifle. Gotcha, easy.
Okay, now there's gonna be like a bright-eyed, eager band of fresh acolytes who come to question you.
Jesus Christ, bitches.
Luckily, no psychers among them, just some randoms. Just like a dude who just keeps gripping his, shock baton, still wearing his Arbitrator's armor, and a priest who keeps just looking at you sternly, holding some holy text. Noobs, essentially.
Essentially, yeah, just like literally fresh out the academy.
You think they get an academy?
I mean, it's an expression, my guys. It's an expression.
If they last like a year or two, then they get the academy when they go to interrogator.
Fresh out of the School of Progenium.
True.
So, what roles are you good at that might help you dodge the obvious questions? Because, like, their opener is, so, who are you selling these holy bolt shells to?
Well, I have intimidate and interrogation.
Interrogation wouldn't help. Intimidate, yeah, you can attempt that.
I can very much attempt that. Do I have any talents that can help me? No. But I could also re-roll any intimidation or interrogation test because face of the law. So at least I have a chance.
You can spend a fate point for it.
Yeah, spend a fate point for plus 10. I fucking put 10 my fate point accidentally. And yeah, intimidate at plus 10.
Willpower or strength?
Wait.
Either.
Oh, willpower would be rather actually, because willpower's higher for me. That's my bad. I forgot you can roll.
Well, it
with
depends
this.
how you go about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not big.
He's
can't
staring them down. He's not
Yes.
flexing muscles.
Yeah, essentially.
It's a bit more than flexing muscles with strength, intimidate.
I mean, yeah, I know, but I'm kind of scrawny based on my build anyway, so
Yeah, that's why I asked.
wouldn't really work. So yeah, should I just re-roll that
Yeah,
again?
go ahead.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Using like not a faith point because face of the law.
All right.
No, hold up. No, face of law. No, you have to succeed on the face of law to actually apply it.
What?
You need to succeed on the face of law to actually apply it.
An arbitrator can re-roll any interrogation and intimidation and interrogation test, and can substitute his willpower bonus for the degrees of success on these dudes. So I can re-roll.
Substitute Success.
Yes, but I can also re-roll.
Yeah, reroll. Oh, yeah, I thought you
Oh,
were...
I totally forgot about that point.
Yes, I could just re-roll for free. So could you probably.
I mean, yes, I'm an adept Sarbai.
Oh, there it is.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so you pull a sneaky on them and accuse them of heresy. And, you eventually receive a notification that the party found no sign of your wrongdoing, and their findings suggest that you're a zealous member of the Inquisition in the best traditions of the organization.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm the fucking best.
So, we're gonna be here for 3 months. What are you gonna do about your blackouts?
I mean, that is completely up to Christ.
Oh, you had 2 good months so far. Nothing
So
horrible
far.
has happened. Haven't lost any time. You might be cured.
I know I'm not. No, I'm not. Ah, Jesus.
So are the blackouts a real thing, or...
Yes, that's literally my fucking malignancy.
Oh, your malignancy?
Yes.
Fair.
He's sleep murdering.
And sleep fucking, apparently.
That was just the once. It was a fluke.
Yeah, it was a complete fluke, but flukes happening with fucking...
He just woke
Governor's
up and
daughters.
snapped out of it before he could finish the job.
You have Temujin, and then Temujin a blackout, who is basically the cooler Temujin.
Okay,
Is this like Fight Club?
Oh
all
wait,
over again?
oh wait, Demi, get it? It's because
Yes.
blacks out.
Boo, is there anything else
Really, no
you would like to get, or are you set for stuff?
Fuck, that's the thing, I don't really know.
Okay, then let's move on to the project. You
Yeah.
have one project role that you can do before the others. Well, essentially while the others are fixing the crew.
Oh fuck. I'm not really that up to date with what I can fucking do because I wasn't here last time. And I was just thinking about
Presumably
what-
you're tracking the twins.
presumably we're tracking the twins.
So you can start on that, and
Can I ask around in the underworld maybe if someone knows where they are?
You could just start around sneaking into rogue traders' houses.
That's also true actually.
Okay. So, which would you like to do?
Fuck it, I'm sneaking into rogue traders' houses.
Okay. Make a stealth. The base is gonna be -20 because you're trying to essentially get access to personal safes and record rooms, that kind of thing.
And bedrooms.
-20, let me just check something. Okay. It's regular.
You have a cloak,
Ah.
so flat.
I know, I just figured out I could have fucking asked for a best quality one, but fuck it.
And while you're
Gonna
at it, Boo, roll for willpower.
oh no. Also, that's your third crit fail so far.
Fuck.
You can go ahead and reroll the stealth. This may matter.
You fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
Okay, so a
Wow.
hooded and cloaked figure with a sniper rifle was seen leaving the grounds of one of these winter estates for a prominent family of rogue traders. And 15 minutes after he was recorded leaving, the body of the designated heir of the house was found in a pool of blood.
Assassins, man. These rogue traders are just killing everybody.
The thing is, I'm not gonna know that I did it because I fucking blacked out.
Oh no, don't worry, it's the perfect cover.
True.
Not even you
Not
can
even
rat
psychers.
yourself out.
Nah, not even psychers can fucking rat me out.
The problem is, these were good security devices, so they had a good look at your gun, which is now engraved with sigils.
Alright, fair enough. Can I just wrap my gun up in some shit?
Yeah,
like
no, you
police
start
suit?
racking it up once you see the news, but you're pretty sure that's your gun.
Yeah, like just to be sure.
The first reaction is not to write yourself out, but to go to, but to hide your crime, isn't it?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, that's another tick on the radical tracker right there.
Thank fuck, like the air wasn't found blown to pieces.
Temujin when he sees himself on the news.
Word
by the way,
bearers.
I ratted you out about the fact that you constantly seem to be, gone at inconvenient times.
I'm just fucking hookers, man.
I know, but still.
Oh, blessed. But that's the one project that I just completely fucking bugged that shit up. So yeah, that's it for me, I guess.
We
now,
still have the other month that we're going to now participate in.
yeah, like
Ah,
you were
okay,
staying
okay.
for a fourth month on Scintilla. This was
Gotcha.
while
So
they're
what we doing, boys?
fixing the crew essentially.
Gotcha. What we doing, boys?
Well,
Well-
you came away with some bloody sheets of shipping records that don't mean anything to you, but
Someone might know what these mean, and I'll. Who's the smartest one in our group?
I think that's Demi.
Yes, that is me.
I'll give it to him.
okay.
It's either me or Demi. It depends on his logic.
I don't
checks,
have
think.
commerce if this is commerce.
This is
related.
intelligence commerce.
I don't have commerce.
I have
but
commerce.
If it's
I'll
if it's
do it.
go for it.
This is not a project roll. This is just to take a quick once over to what he did get.
Flat or what?
Yeah, flat.
Oh.
Yeah, now you're pretty sure this house is bypassing Imperial Customs on hallucinogenic grain.
Inquisition be like 911. Can I call the police?
So I acquired these documents. Don't ask why they're bloody, and don't ask how I got them.
I'll help you write up your report.
Problem is, this house is not a basic bitch house, since they actually have mansions on Scintilla. This is like a house that has 4 or 5 ships worth of fleet. So they're pretty powerful for a rogue trader.
I mean,
Fair.
that's just added to the Inquisition's library of things we might be able to pull our asses out of the fire with.
Well, they might have lost just a little bit of power influence or made it a little scandal because somebody important died.
I mean, they're pissed. They're howling for blood right now. Now, you can use this in a number of ways. You can just give it to the Inquisition. You can try and hang on to this yourself and try and use it for blackmail. Or you can try and use this for them not fucking with you like we both have done a bad, you just stay out of our way. And if you're assuming that they will eventually figure out who this is.
The answer is yes.
All of the above.
So it's up to you, Boo. Do you want to write up a report with my help? Do you want to just take the information and blackmail them? What do you want to do?
I mean, blackmailing them with that information is kind of stupid because they'll immediately know.
You have
one of y'all did it.
information. They are running double books. This does not match official records. This is from their own internal records. And it, compared to the actual records, it clearly shows that they're smuggling.
Fair enough, but would that outweigh killing
Probably
them?
not necessarily killing the heir. It depends on
Yeah.
how much more other smuggling they're doing that you don't know about.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
Like
mean,
just casual 3,000 units of Xenotech every year.
Just you can always word it as if you know more, right? You don't have to specify. So
Yeah, that can be an intimidation check. Alternatively, you could just go over to like Port Wonder, where they are coming in from the Coronis Expanse. Just, wait till their ship passes by and say, Inquisition, surprise inspection, fuckers!
I feel like that's good. The inspection. Just to
But-
find more dirt on them, then we can specifically ask if they know anything about the Harlocks.
That's kind
Catching
of a
them
long
red-handed
waste
is pretty
issue.
nice.
that's kind of a waste of time, though.
Yeah, that's the issue.
It
'Cause Port
depends.
Wonder-
Like, if you manage to get enough blackmail, you can use them for something.
Yeah.
Like, what you don't want is not necessarily cash money. It's probably favors or information.
That's the thing.
Honestly, I think giving it to the Inquisition is probably the best option, because then we can probably pull strings to get actual useful information from the moment.
Oh, okay. Watch this big brain move, okay?
Uh-huh.
What if we frame the
both.
assassination stuff on the now very rogue traitor twins and be like, hey, we want to help you guys out, right? Do you know anything about them?
Holy shit. And we say that and they're like, wait, who the fuck are they?
Then we start to explain, and then it's like, okay, if you
I
don't know
mean,
anything.
a
we'll deal
house
with
of this magnitude versus a pair of junior inquisitors. Like, you're at the level where you show the rosettes and you can get a polite meeting with the head of the family in a couple of days. Like, they're not immediately gonna rush you in, but it definitely gets you in the door.
We could, to be honest.
I-
I kind
I'm
of
just-
like the I
I'm
kind of
just-
like the big brain on
This
that.
is like so high on radical scale.
I think. Why is it high radical scale if you're blaming assassination on the bad guys?
Is
Here's the thing, though.
tricking heretics a
No-
fucking high on the radical scale
Yeah.
thing to do?
No. Here's the thing. Here's the big brain part, right? We don't have to mention the smuggle at all in this case.
I mean, yeah, no, exactly.
And what we can do is, after we get the information,
Yeah,
we
just
give
give
the
the
record.
Inquisition. Yeah,
Easy.
essentially.
Fucking love it.
So, are you gonna tell us about the murder?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a big question.
that's on the news.
Yes, and y'all seen my gun.
It kind of looks like a familiar figure for a second on you, but no, it couldn't be. He didn't engrave his gun next time you see the sniper rifle. Oh.
We never speak of it
Hey,
again.
do our engravings on our sniper rifles look distinctly different, or?
They have a decent amount of zoom. If they had the rifle, they could confirm that it's the same, but at a distance,
No.
they look similar enough because it's just holy texts in binary or high gothic engraved along, everywhere on the gun.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I'm gonna hide that in my private chambers in the ship.
his gun.
No, my gun, so that I cannot incidentally be framed because we have two sniper rifles with very similar engravings.
But the thing is, because the engravings are so similar and the engravings are very popular, there could be a lot of people with Damon's Bane snipers.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them are, about half of them are Inquisition affiliated.
So am I. Exactly what I mean. Could be any of them.
Yes, totally. They do
That
the
gun's
clean right.
hot. Hide it for now while we're on the planet, okay?
No, I fucking just wrapped it up and I keep it concealed anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, the last thing we need to do is get any attention while we're still here.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
I
worry
either
about
take that or I take my bolt gun.
Let me put it this way. If you did go with the surprise inspection route, it's a ways, but it's a ways along decently stable warp routes. You could go all the way to Port Wonder, using level 4 routes.
Still kind of, I still honestly think that's a waste of time considering we just went over through how close the twins might actually be.
Yeah, I do want a big brain. That shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, how would you like to frame the murder of the heir of a prominent house, on the Harlocks?
Well, Demi, it is your idea, so I assumed you have a plan.
I do, actually. And this might be sort of out of knowledge, but considering we've been on Scintilla for a while and we're Inquisition and stuff, we'd probably find out how things are going around. Essentially, the entire thing is not trying to actually do the smuggling thing. I don't want to frame with that. It's more of essentially just framing that the murder of the heir was specifically done by, the twins. And, if there start questions happening like, why would they do such a thing? Well,
Yes, that's what he's
Yeah,
asking.
no, how do you do that? You need to lay a false trail of evidence.
two things that come to my mind. One, they're considered rogue traders, so they're already affiliated bad and they might still have contacts in Scintilla. Okay. And secondly, I'd probably know this. This is still probably progressing ever since the Arminius days. Rogue trader houses and just noble families in general on Scintilla and Amalfi even are in a very fuckety mood ever since the Lathe Worlds exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, why would they do it in the first place? What's their motive?
I mean, there's always a motive to kill competition. There always is. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. It's always a simple reasoning. The only thing is how you complicate over that.
For what?
Okay. Then you may make this your project to try and find out more and manufacture evidence and offer your aid to this grieving family.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of grieving family members?
What do you mean? We're the Inquisition. That's what we do best.
So, what would you guys be doing?
What would I be doing?
I can support in various ways, but you guys go first.
A role of rogue traders would definitely be appropriate here, scholastic or common, just to know what the fuck the situation is.
Any bonuses or modifiers in general?
No, these are generally gonna be flat. Or with negatives in some cases, because this is a prominent enough family that with them throwing a lot of their resource behind this, even with Inquisition backing, they would have the advantage of, the amount of bureaucrats and manpower they can throw at this and the information they can access, unless you're literally going through your superiors to secret archives.
What do you say, guys? Should I reroll that? Or should I
Your-
stay with the, like, 1 success?
It's 2 successes.
It's 2, yeah.
Well, it's something. I guess I'll keep it for now.
Not sure if Chris is going to be putting a what is it called? Limit. Probably there's a number that we have to hit, but
Yes. You need to hit 20 for a complete success. 10 to mitigate getting fucked, since you're choosing to actively involve yourselves in this instead of taking your situation and running. And you want to avoid getting 10 degrees of failure because they are going to be investigating
As
from
well,
their
yeah.
end.
Yeah. So maybe rerolling that actually not a bad idea, to be honest, because we need as many successes we can get. But I don't know.
You can reroll until someone else rolls theirs. At that point, it becomes final, Adolphus.
I'll reroll it.
All right. Here
I
comes the
got
crit
a
fail.
I got a bad feeling.
I have a very good feeling about this.
No harm,
Okay.
no foul, I guess.
Not better, not worse. That's the best we can actually.
Not
just
great,
go for.
not terrible.
Okay, so what can the rest of us do?
Well, depending how we can go, I could go for interrogation and just make it seem and really hard hit some individuals who are innocent, but fucking hell, they're definitely part of this entire scheme, right?
Yeah.
I can do.
They signed their confession under torture.
I mean, yes, you can interrogate with the intent of finding the truth instead of the truth.
Yeah, I can do logic. Obviously, I can maybe do, okay, not really judgment, but I do have infused knowledge. Hell, I have, criminal cartels. Even if that fucking, I have things to do. But I think interrogation is probably my best thing to actually go with.
For Booze and Underworld would be
Yeah, I was thinking
workable
Underworld.
because they're clearly involved with that on some level.
Yeah, I was also thinking Underworld. So, Demi, you care to roll first?
Sure, I'll go with interrogation. Just need to know, fellowship, willpower, or intelligence?
I feel like willpower here.
Intelligence, honestly.
Oh, no, intelligence, yeah, because you're trying to literally make them admit to something they didn't do.
Okay.
You're trying to lead them and trying to weave together a story that makes sense
And to entrap them.
Have a plus 30 from having 4 ticks. Have a plus 10 from coordinated interrogation, so that's plus 40. And I don't think I have anything else besides being, Inquisition.
Holy
So
cow.
Okay, Demi, I'm gonna ask you an important question. How bloody are you willing for this to get among the people that matter in the Imperium?
bloody.
Yeah. Because if you go really hardcore, you could be culling, 50, 60 nobles before you're done from houses that matter.
Yeah. Here's the thing, how I look at it. Nobles in tendency are heretics, so killing them is good. But I don't kill. But I'm still, at the end of the day, I'm still a Christian, and I don't like to go in without proof. So I wouldn't actually want this to escalate to that bloodiness.
Okay, so you want to keep it to a minimum? Or
Keep it to a minimum.
Okay, then this is gonna be with a minus 20 because you already have to tiptoe on nobles, and it's a very delicate balance to not get them to incriminate themselves too much to the point where you need to burn them.
I'll spend a plus 10 for what is it called? Fate point for a plus 10, which means have a plus 40, plus 50, plus 30 modifier in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeet.
That should be 5 degrees of success. Honestly, I'm just going to add a singular degree of success because face of the law. So 6 successes from my end.
Okay. Okay, who's
So
next?
that's a total of 8 successes. I mean, I'll do Underworld.
Okay.
Just modifier.
Flat.
because it's already garbage to start with. Yeah. I mean, I can reroll. I have one more fate point.
Do you want to?
Should I?
Do you feel
No.
lucky?
Your choice.
I mean, it's only 3 degrees of failure.
That's like a third of the way to your max.
True, Jackler, what can you do?
I do have infused knowledge.
Okay, and what can you roll, and how high of a chance is it that you'll succeed?
Like 44% usually.
Still higher than my 31, but... Okay, I'm gonna bank on Jackler, because...
You fool.
No, wait. If it's 44...
It's
Unless you get the crit fail, we
Jackalor.
don't get...
It's
No, unless we get a-
Jackalor. It's
Don't worry about
Jackalor.
it.
His minimum is 80.
Don't worry about it. Go, Jackler, I believe in you. I'm not gonna reroll.
What would you like to roll? How are you approaching this Jackalor?
Scholastic lore bureaucracy.
Crack a skull.
Alright, Scholastic Lore Bureaucracy. Flat, go.
Spending a fate point plus 10. Yeah.
See, it's not more than 10. Easy.
Reroll.
That is so we're 3 degrees of success. You know,
I'm rerolling.
Okay, we're doomed.
92.
I had a... Oh, he succeeded.
2 degrees.
Yeah, because infused knowledge gives an additional one.
Actually, 2 degrees, yeah. Because infused knowledge.
So we're at 11 successes and 3 failures.
No. You had 8, and you're
And
adding
Jackalor's
3 more success, so 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
And minus 2, 9. Or 3, sorry, 8.
No. Those are 2 separate trackers.
Fair enough then. Let's go, baby.
Okay. So 11. You're pretty sure that at this point you have presented enough evidence that they're not going to be able to pin it on you or the Inquisition. Not reliably. You've muddied the waters. Would you like to spend another month?
We don't have time for that. This is the last
I
month.
will say, with the partial success, especially since you did roll Rogue Traders, they have had relations with the Harlocks in the past, and they were not amicable.
And
Hey.
considering this is a rogue trader that's flying and seems to be a bigger one, he probably has a bigger information network. So I think we should pursue this because this is probably our route to actually find out where the fucking Harlocks.
Fuck
Have
it.
that
Let's
last
do it.
scene.
Let's do it.
Okay. I suppose I'll go first. This time I think I'm gonna do logic just to start connecting things.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be int based. I have a good chance, but I could also just spend a fate point for 5 degrees. Huh.
Choose carefully, Demi.
Calculus logic that gives me a plus 30. I'll have an 87% chance.
What are the
Complicated
chances
as
you
well.
will actually fail that, much less crit fail?
No. It's more like how many.
I mean, overall, the fate point gives you more successes. Just
Yeah, but
based
you
on
might-
averages.
It's probably worth it. So you don't have to reroll it if it goes bad.
Yeah, I'll just roll logic as is. So
Sure,
any
go for
negative modifiers, Chris?
Let's see. I would say not.
Okay. So plus no, not plus 30. Hold up. Logic plus 10.
Nice.
A lot
that's,
more, actually.
That's
7. Okay, who's next? You are currently at 18 successes.
I mean, I have absolutely no idea what I can do.
If you overkill this, it gets better, essentially. But if
Yeah.
you succeed, effectively, these people believe that it's the Harlocks and are willing to aid your investigation. As long
mean,
as it doesn't take them out of their way.
Can scrutiny help at all?
Sure. Go ahead.
Modifiers?
You can roll flat.
I'm gonna reroll them. Because that's just sad. This is the 56 Tempest Bolt Shells talking. Never mind.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Nice.
That's 8.
So we're even above 20 now.
Yes.
26.
26. These go in steps of 5. If you can get to 30, it gets,
Nice.
you know, even
It's
better.
hot. It's hot.
Well, we already
Okay,
spent
so-
a month, so you fuckers, don't fail.
Y'all need 2 in between each other, like, or 2 both.
And if you can't
Rather.
do that, you're shit Inquisitors.
Little did he know. Mikal is not an Inquisitor.
That's fair.
Neither is Temujin.
Neither am I yet.
Officially you are, you just don't have the advance.
Yeah.
You just don't get the perks yet, kid.
Could I attempt charm to like act as a socialite and
Yes,
slowly
you can
influence
suck up
things that
to
way?
the people you're trying to convince that it really honestly was the Harlocks that yelled their air.
Go for it.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Or is that a joking no?
Yes, that's a yes. That's literally what you're doing right now.
Nice, we got it. That's 4 degrees. 30. Jackler, if you can get 5, amazing. If doubtful.
Doubtful.
No, it's not happening. It's really not.
So what are you gonna do in the month then?
You are currently at 30. You might as well go for 35.
I'm saying the same thing. Come on.
Try it, Jack Lore. Go for it, man.
Let's roll the fucking 777s.
Fine.
Watch this
But
man
he-
get a 1 and we get like 10 successes.
What does Jackler even have?
I mean,
Infuse
infuse
knowledge. So he has a little bit
I
of
bet I
everything.
can beat my way through everything or something.
Well, do you have intimidation?
No.
Damn it. Why?
Jackler's trash.
Intimidation on you would be so good.
Intimidation is really expensive. I need social for that. And I don't have strength.
You can use Heresy.
Sure, Heresy.
Okay.
Wait,
Seriously.
not that Heresy, right?
Hmm?
Not
I'm sure
that
there's
kind
no
of
heresy
right?
here.
Wait, what do you mean with that kind of heresy?
Yeah, just roll it, see what happens.
Ah,
I could spend a fate.
That is
3.
that's 4. That's still 4. We need 1
Oh.
more.
yeah.
So you are at 33.
Yes.
So, the Hardlocks have been, they're not popular with this house because they're mouthy little shits. And, they have, how to put this, this house feels that they talk a bigger, game than a house of has-beens has any right to. Like, they dare to act as if they are in some level equal to this house, even though their fleet is like less than half their size. And, relying a lot on the old name and trying to rebuild its reputation. This house doesn't like them for that reason. Also, you get hints about a competition in various shall we say, grayer markets and grayer objects.
Fair enough.
And overall, it's like there's a great deal of incredulity. Like, why would the Harlocks do this now? It's never a question of why would the Harlocks do this, because everyone knows those shits have it in them. The question is, how does it benefit them, right? Because
Yeah.
they're not seen as stupid, they're seen as uppity little shits.
Which is, in a sense, seen as stupid.
In a sense, yeah. But, I mean, there's definitely a competition in Archaeotech, and we'll do it this way. Like, among rogue traders, there's a certain unofficial market for good leads, shall we say. And the Harlocks have been, as far as you're able to discover, crossing this family a number of times in pursuing leads, in particular dealing with Archaeotech. In particular, Archaeotech dealing with one particular ancient human civilization.
Well, if we know about that, do we know their last position of asking?
Let's do it this way. Like, I've given you general info, and you overshot the basic success by 10 degrees, if we're counting in steps of 5, right? So how about 5 questions?
Not it.
I mean, you have 5 shots. You can take a shot. You're part of the orgy.
No, Demi, that's illegal.
Demi,
Why?
since you're now speaking in orgy terms, I'm just gonna say I have 1 shot and I will let it blow.
Oh
Not
God! No.
let your chance go.
You two need to stop.
Okay, I think here's the important question. ST, where are the Harlocks? Please point on the map.
They
Specifically?
don't know.
Do
They
they know
might
yet?
have,
Anyone that might know where to point on the map?
See, here's the thing, Harlocks don't generally report their whereabouts, especially lately, what with the Inquisition being rumored to want them, and the Inquisitor that was supposedly cleared their name now being wanted as a heretic. The consensus is that the Harlocks are going to lay low for the next decade and then slowly re-enter the social scene like nothing happened, as rogue trader dynasties often do under similar circumstances.
Yeah. Going on that emotion of pinpointing, and I suppose one question that I have is, since there's leads and there are Archaeotech, and yeah, I know there's Archaeotech everywhere, but where does it seem to be like hubs or places that have more prominence of those?
Generally, worlds bordering the Screaming Vortex.
Which is where on the map?
That's the warp storm around these
Here.
parts.
So basically just this sector, or part of the sector over here.
Less so in the Calixus side, more on Coron's Expanse side, because that is less likely to have already been looted.
Got it.
In, there's a list of places that have had things that Harlocks have been interested in either buying artifacts from or otherwise fucking with, but those have in a lot of cases those are ancient history and have been claimed and gone through by other rogue trader dynasties. And generally in particular you see a pattern emerging where it's any facility that studies the warp, transmits through the warp, or tries to, read information from the warp, weather stations, etc. for warp travel, that kind of thing. Anything that deals with warp travel or warp communication, they are focused on.
Fair enough.
Like, out of character, you get like a dozen locations, right?
Yeah, obviously.
But they're all trails.
Yeah, that's why I already specified, like, what does it seem like, priority. But we have narrowed it down a little bit and have an area.
Mm-hmm.
So they generally operate around the Screaming Vortex, usually.
Seemingly.
They have gone out into the depths of the Coron's Expanse, but they're focusing on stuff from that civilization, and by extension, a lot of that stuff seems to be focused around Screaming Vortex, since that was the area they occupied.
So, as you can see, we already narrowed down the place. Does anybody have a question before I go?
Go ahead, Demi. I'll take a later one.
You go ahead.
Uh,
If you have something.
My question would be then, just to see possible progress. I'm not sure if they're building, buying pieces or little leads and things, but do any of their recent buys or anything seem to be much more indicative, like where are they on the step? Like how close are they to actually getting everything that they need to actually get shit going?
Well, let's do it this way. So, the latest news is that they bought a lead over in Corona's side about 3 months ago for 3 profit factor, which suggests that it's either something they wanted a great deal or fairly valuable lead.
And 3 months ago, that's actually pretty recent.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been
Very
so.
recent. That's like ridiculously recent.
I mean, that's why we
Hey,
got lucky with the one.
You got lucky with the 95. I was rolling how much involvement this dynasty had with the Harlocks and how much they hated the Harlocks.
And what was...
I got a 95.
The 95 means they hated them a shit ton.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, they're close fucking rivals.
Fun. I asked 2 questions. You guys can go then.
First, I'd like to ask a slightly tangential question that does not count for this.
Mhm.
Where exactly is the facility that we were pointed to by the Eldari?
The
That's over in the
shipyard?
Cronus Expanse, right?
Yes.
And it
In
has a
the-
shit ton of ship parts.
In theory, yes, the lead they bought could have been the shipyard. You don't know. This family does not have the specifics on that deal. That was with another dynasty, and such things are kept on the down low for obvious reasons. Because the lead loses its value if you sell it to multiple people, and then you have 2 insane
A lot of
heretics.
angry people at you.
Well, you have 2 insane heretics who have 2 destroyers armed with teleportariums and lances, and that's a bad deal waiting to happen. Like, you know, these are the kind of people that can successfully hunt down your flagship and put your dynasty way, way in the red. It's not worth it to fuck over on deals like this versus established dynasties, usually. Certainly not ones like this. Your actual question.
What type of archaeotech?
We
What
know they only-
specific archaeotech have they actually poached from these people?
Specifically.
Mm-hmm. Like, how does it relate to what they're building?
In the past, a lot of things relating to just warp technology and warp communications in general. Lately, augur rays in particular that are specialized for reading the warp. This seems to be what they are pursuing, almost single-mindedly. Yeah, they are effectively, to answer your question, they're looking for an archaeotech augur ray that is advanced enough to read the energies of the warp.
They want an archaeotech runecaster.
Yeah, pretty much. You could look at it that way.
I have 2 questions, but you guys go.
Oh, you go
Yeah.
ahead. You basically asked what I wanted to ask. So
Yeah, that's in
Just
terms
go.
of what they're buying up that's discovered from the civilization. That doesn't mean that it's what they're looking for on the planets they're visiting, by the way.
Okay. So we know that they're looking for augur arrays and whatnot. My question would be then, and well, how easy or how difficult would it be to essentially join in on these people selling leads?
Depends on how your subtlety holds up and how good you are at presenting a. You could lay out bait. Yeah, no,
That-
that's not. I'm not even going to count that for a question. I would say that that is within your capabilities to attempt.
Okay, then I suppose what the actual question is, would this rogue trader have any, if we can obviously ask and whatnot, does he have any contacts near the Coronis Expanse that we could, potentially ask and just, weave our way a bit into to just assist with the bait, essentially? Just so it doesn't come like random rogue trader from nowhere, just because, like, hey,
Again,
we
you
have a
don't
lead.
need to expend a action on this. They have a light cruiser and like a pair of transports and a pair of escorts. You can, based on the Rogue Trader game, estimate how much profit factor they need to run a fleet like that. They have representatives in a lot of places.
Okay. So I suppose that's not going to be using.
Yeah, no, that's a given. They have a network. That's a known thing.
Okay, and would they actually be willing to help, considering all the successes?
In theory, yes.
Okay. Well, actually, now that I have the bait question, my second question, I suppose,
Like, in
kind of
theory,
falls
you
flat.
have a second family you could ask to vouch for you as well.
When you said second family, the first thing that came to my mind is fucking devil law. But wait a second, they don't exist here.
No, the guys that rescued you. He was willing to help the Inquisition in exchange for a favor from the Inquisition in the future.
Yeah, we can use that as the bait. We don't even have to use our own subtlety.
Like, you still can have to use your subtlety because this relies on your cover as rogue traders. But having two houses vouch for you is better than one.
Yeah.
Like, in
That's
terms of how it would affect the difficulty of the product, I would say that would just knock off the requirement by 5 successes.
Nice.
If you use both.
Well, give me a bit then, because, well, I suppose those weren't two questions, but I was curious about that whole bait stuff.
Mm-hmm. So we're at 3 currently, right?
We have 2 left.
Yeah.
Ask away, Demi.
I'm thinking, I
Boo, you
The
said
bait
you
thing-
had a question you want to ask later.
No, I didn't.
You said you were gonna save a question till later. Quick, before Demi eats them all.
Don't fucking know a single question though, legitimately.
Okay.
Don't know what I could ask for regarding the one thing I thought of was like asking for like the location of their estate, but that doesn't make sense.
You could compile a list of, their colonies.
Mm-hmm.
They're a house large enough to have several at the current time, and you could compile a list of their colonies and estates and major holdings, if you want to
Yeah,
spend a
but-
question on that.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, like Demi made a good point. They already would have probably scrubbed everything clean before going to do what they're gonna do.
Oh, you mean the Harlocks?
They've been
holdings.
doing
Yeah,
this for
the
20
Harlocks.
years.
Oh, the Harlocks. You could ask about where they have holdings and interests. Like, just because they're keeping it on the DL doesn't mean that you can't find out. They need to have holdings, sources of cash, safe anchorages for resupply and
Yeah.
repair, etc.
True. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that then.
nice.
Okay. Then, they are largely free of colonial entanglements themselves. They seem to be more explorers and scavengers trying to, in particular, find archaeotech and find any ships from their dynasty that they can lay claim to or go through and recover stuff from. With the official document, with the reestablishment of their house, saying that they have to, present any ships they find to the Inquisition to ensure that they're not recovering heresy. Who knows how good they are about it. When they were reestablished, they started with one destroyer. At one point, their father managed to find a second one and recover it. Like, that's... Both of those ships are historically Harlock ones. In terms of safe places, there is a place called Winterscale's Realm in the Coronis Expanse, which is a significant set of holdings established by a generally major rogue trader house and an imperial world of Damaris, which you are required by your warrant to protect should they ever request aid, that they are known to use as anchorages in their explorations and have interests on.
Fair enough.
So, in theory, if you're willing to spend time, you could just stake out the watering hole and try and trail them.
I have a plan.
Is it an ambush?
It's getting the rogue trader we just dealt with to plant rumors suggesting that we might have stumbled upon such a device, you know, coincidentally,
Oh, like you're
and
looking
that
to
we're
us.
heading back to our host planet that we're devoted to defending.
Oh, just put out a word. Hey, we found this archaeotech augur ray taking bids for the next 2 years.
Or, to be even more rogue tradery, in a sense,
Uh-huh.
obviously big dicking, we don't even have to be like, hey, we're auctioneering this. It's just like, wow, we found this archaeotech augury, guys. We're going to use it. It's going to be so good. We're going to zoom everywhere. And then maybe get an offer.
The navigator says it gives him plus 20 to warp navigation tests.
House Winton is satisfied.
I mean,
So
devices
yeah,
like
we
that...
go out to one of these planets. We namely go out to the one that we're technically supposed to be defending according to our warrant.
Mm-hmm.
We have this rumor be planted by our good esteemed friend who I now owe a shit ton of money to.
Mm-hmm.
And then we slowly entrap them when they come looking.
Probably
Because
'cause
we
we-
now have friends who hate their guts.
Demi has had an idea.
No. I just realized something.
Yeah?
So if we're able to use the other rogue traders or even ourselves or whatever to establish a meeting somewhere, obviously, right?
Mhm.
Neutral zone. I'm like, okay, but how do we catch them? They have a teleportarium, they have 2 ships, they're gonna outnumber us. And then I realized they can't really teleportarium or screen for teleportarium if we use the broadband hymncasters.
What?
They won't be able to scream using the Vox to their ship that they need help if the ship can't hear them.
Teleportarium homing beacons are psychic in nature. They can have
No.
a prearranged time.
Fair enough. But obviously, we can maybe finish that beforehand or, blah, blah. It's more of like, they can't do, Scotty, beam me up, right?
In theory, yes. In practice, sorry, Demi.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Demi, like, handheld Voxes aren't gonna get through the ship's hull where you teleport in anyway.
Literally, it fucking does it in 30 VUs. Come on.
No, you can't fuck over a teleportarium like that, Demi. I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to fuck over a teleportarium. It's the
He wants to
whole
fuck
call.
over their comms so they can't be called
Oh,
back.
if you are going, like, let's meet on the surface of the planet, we'll send people down and then fuck them over when they try to teleport out by, jamming? Yes, that you can do. That part, definitely.
Okay, then.
That being said, they might be smart enough to leave orders for situations like this.
Possibly.
Almost certainly.
At that point, we just ram. Yeah, armor
See, Inquisitors in power armor along with a fucking Death Watch Space Marine step out of the shuttle. Oh shit, not again! Beam us up! Beam us up! Just hear the Death Cult chanting over the box on all frequencies.
I think we could easily set a trap with our new friends here.
Exactly.
Because they have enough ships under their control
And the
that they
best
could easily position them such that they'd be hidden in that system,
That
going
is
silent.
more than they would necessarily be willing to do, at least while maintaining your cover, at least reasonably. Like having them, hey, back this, family's cover is one thing. Getting them to commit actual ships that could be earning lots of money on something that doesn't earn them cash, they like just randomly yeeting another family without a good reason. There's sort of unwritten rules among nobility, and this sort of thing just isn't done because then everyone starts doing it, and then things turn to shit, and it gets hard to do business.
yeah.
Demi, you blew your cover. One of the Rogue Trader families already knows
Well, the
and is
one
willing
that's
to work with us on
There
this.
is literally like 6 dudes in that family, plus the rogue trader himself, that know that's not blowing your cover. Not really.
True, fair enough. But
also
he knows.
yeah. And
So, if we want to be consistent about it and still have our cover somewhat intact, you could approach them and make the offer.
Like, out of character,
Sure.
if you can convince them that this is their best chance for taking revenge, or, make some promises about how this is gonna go down, you can probably get a ship. So you could get a third frigate.
a third one?
No, I'm assuming that you are using the dude or the,
Ah. Yeah, because if we do get into a scuffle, we want numbers. We need to fuck them up. Now remind me, did we use one of the two questions that we had left, or because I'm
Who
not sure.
used
yeah,
one,
you
I
have,
think?
Pretty
you
safe.
have one
Yeah.
left.
We
Yeah.
have one left.
Like holdings for the Harlocks as to where they're established, yeah, that would be a question.
Then, I suppose since we've been talking about this and stuff, this is my question, and since the last one, I'll ask for approval and stuff. Can we, on the because we know they're in the Coronos Expanse, can we potentially find out how they've been traveling, their warp routes, like where they've actually been going, and how they seem to have made a local warp network essentially.
There's plenty of known warp routes in the Coronos Expanse. It's just that they're generally known by individual navigator houses, and I can tell you right now that effectively they're gonna have a relatively minor navigator house operating with them. If you want info on that house, you can use your question for that, and you might have an idea of how to get
approach.
in on that, but
Fair enough.
like this is the kind of thing, like actually finding their routes, movements, etc. You have to go through the navigator house that is backing them.
Which is a no-no because navigators don't take kindly to that kind of stuff.
It depends on how on the DL it is and what you promised them. Depends on the house as well.
Sure.
Like Luigi would never betray you. Right?
You say that?
He does indeed.
Like, yeah, if you want, I can give you the info on that, but I'm warning you that
Yeah. I'm still thinking. Like, I don't really have any more important questions. Like, we have a plan of action. We know what like they want to go. Now, just like possible details if we want to. Like, one of the things that we could ask is like, since it's been 3 months ago, like the latest contact, can we like find out how they seem to be faring, right? Have they gotten another ship, or how does their men look like? Stuff like that, so we know how ready or strong they are. Essentially, that's one thing that I can just think
the
of.
latest state of their. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do that.
But besides that, I really don't know what else to ask.
I think we've got enough information on them. Otherwise, knowing their fleet layout would actually be a great boon to us at the moment.
No, we should really ask about the navigator house. It's worth the risk, honestly. Just saying that I was just saying there is a risk.
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm down for either of those.
Jackalor, if we can lure them to us, we don't need to know their fucking routes.
We do if they escape, which, fate points, burning, all that.
Your new navigator has 2 levels of tracks in the stars, so you can try and chase them, even if they yeet into the warp.
That's fair.
You won't necessarily be able to do that with the whole fleet, effectively, but your ship at the very least can try and chase them.
If we cripple them enough to where they actually decide to flee, then yeah, we're probably only going to need the one ship.
Another question we could ask, and not sure if you guys are interested in this. Do the Harlocks? God damn it, Jackalor, the fucking Echo. If the Harlocks possibly have any allies or anything over there, essentially, that we should be aware of or not.
Yeah. You could.
Those are the 3 I got. Unless anybody got anything better, let's fucking vote.
I really don't know.
I think their own ships are the most important thing right now.
I think we should either the actual state of them right now or the possible allies. Those are the 2 that I'm going for.
Yeah, let's go with the state of them.
Jackalor?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so their state. Well, of late, it seems that they have been spending more money than they're bringing in, because they haven't really been making any big sales as far as you are able to discover. You do know that their ships have been repaired. They have acquired more torpedoes to replace ones that they had used somewhere. And in terms of the states of their ships, one of them is armed with a lance, the other has torpedoes and a melt cannon. So they are, well equipped. And in terms of torpedoes, you know that they acquired 1 set of boarding torpedoes and 2 new sets of melt torpedoes to replace ones they had previously used.
Can we find anything out there about their crew? Like, just to know, like, are we dealing... Do they feel like they're 50 rating and, like, seen hell and back, or,
They're sitting at 40 rating, but the idea you get based on what you're able to gather, because again, rumors take time to travel, and this is not the kind of thing that spreads between worlds. They have seen some shit, and if they're not at 50, it's not because they don't have enough experience to get there, it's because the Harlocks aren't taking time off to train the crew or find shit to sell anymore. They're going for stuff.
Alright.
Let's set the trap.
Let's do it.
Okay. If you're willing to
What do you say, Demi? Time to set the trap?
Yeah, we're set. I'm not sure if it's going to take another month of time, but...
It is going to take at least another month to set... we can do this as part of traveling over, but just assume that on both ends there's going to be about a month of getting things in motion. As in, between both places, right? And, that's going to be a thing. So, you need 15 successes in order to set this up if you're using both houses. Because you're sort of spreading out rumors and trying to be subtle about this, presumably, so they don't catch on.
I do think we should use both houses. That gives us a lot of credibility.
It effectively, like I said, the base is 20 successes needed, and you need the backing of at least one house. Having a second house reduce the needed successes by 5, so it's easier to overkill it and get said extra credibility on this.
Fuck it, let's go all in.
If you can find a way to get something else that would further boost your credibility, you could knock another 5 needed successes off of this. And make overkilling this that much easier.
Um, the only thing I can think of to make it so, because they're aware of us, right?
In theory, they're aware they're being hunted. They don't necessarily know about you.
The only thing I can think of is spreading rumors that somehow, right? Like that we're on the other side of the sector, right? We're still over there at what is it called? Mara, essentially. So we're nowhere close to where they are, right? That's the only thing I got.
Okay. In order to do
No,
that, you would have to step. You need to go to dusk and then have one of your astropaths transmit a message after stepping through to Mara from that side of the universe. In open.
The machines don't work anymore, though, right?
They work. We just turned them off. We can power it back on.
Turn on the heretical device filled with demon artifacts.
Yes, we can totally break our promise to the fucking Eldari.
That is so cursed.
And you know the Space Marine would fucking beat your ass in.
I mean, in theory...
I personally don't like the idea of pretending that we're halfway across the place just because,
Like,
one, they
you're
don't know
already-
who we are already.
Yeah, you're relying on your
Because
cover as a rogue trader on holding. Now, laying down false trails about inquisitorial investigations in general, yeah, you can make that a thing, but again, you need another major group of some kind to help with that.
Well, I have, in that case of false trail, we could be, one of the cases is, how should I mention this? Make it seem in between the Inquisition and stuff like that, which will obviously spread it in a sense. We're not hunting the Harlocks, obviously. We're, the main hunting force is going north. It's going for Arminius, baby.
Yeah, but what you're talking about is what story you tell, and that just comes down to a deceive roll. That's an action you take. Reducing the successes means having more avenues to spread the misinformation. And having another network on your side, essentially, to aid with this.
Yeah, but I don't really know any way to actually lower the amount of successes.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe the underworld, but they're already kind of the underworld.
Like, I mean, in terms of this, like, if you could get either of the Mechanicus factions on side, for example, that would help, right? Because they could back your story, but...
That's gonna be impossible.
You could go and get the Eldari to back your story, because there's gonna be rogue traders that have contact with them. And you can be just like, hey, we can trap the Harlock bastards. If it goes well, you might even get a raid ship of your own backing the ambush.
Out of character, fun idea. In character, fuck no. I already told them we're not going to be working together.
I'm just saying, you do have people that somewhat unconventional and stretching the definition of people that might be willing to help with this.
But fuck it. We have 15 successes. Let's just roll and,
Yeah.
How
not
many
be sure.
months out are the fuckers fleets?
The Stygians?
Mm-hmm.
They should be here, right? Because you said they were coming about 2 months. So by now they should be somewhere here close.
They're probably at the edges of the sector. They're not gonna head to, Scintilla directly,
Scintilla.
most likely.
Yeah, but why would they be
Demi, are you
interested
willing
in
to
chasing
go
Warlocks?
nuclear?
What?
Are you willing to give the Stygians the fucking info on that fucking place that the Eldari claimed that he'd show up, that Arminius would go to?
Why would we do that? Why?
Genuinely.
As a bribe.
The Stygies just show up, you're
They're
like...
from the north.
We have info that this here place has how shall we put this? Abominable intelligence worships guarding it. Have fun. Eyes light up. Acquisition target acquired.
Cursed.
All we ask is that you spread a rumor that, there's Inquisition going up north to fuck with these people.
I mean, the thing is, Harlocks aren't even technically our main mission. Our main mission's Arminius.
Technically,
that
yes,
would-
but they're allies. And the Harlocks are a problem and supposedly close to what Arminius is going for. And you have a way of, if they are close, they'll have info that you can use to figure out what Arminius needs. So it's not a horrible way of going about this. And these fuckers you can at least get rid of, shall we say, Knock them out and...
Yeah, because they're Stygian.
Well, no, I'm talking about Harlocks. Fuck the Stygies, guys. They're randoms.
Oh,
Fuck this digits. So we have, a plan. We have the credibility. Shall we do the project then?
You may proceed.
Because I don't know any way to reduce it to 10 successes required.
Well, we
Yeah.
have to choose whether or not we're going to bribe the Stygies.
I'm not for that.
I
mean,
don't think we need to.
We're just gonna be greedy assholes and not gonna go for
All
that.
right, let's go for the 15 then.
Because another thing is, we've already been told Mechanicum is kind of on our shit side, so it's like it's a gamble in its own right.
So, this here is the Maris. Down here.
Oh.
And I think Winterscale's realm is here, up in the north.
Winter Scales Realm. Why does that sound like a Jackalore server?
Because it's essentially a dynasty of Jackalors who have built their own sandcastle in Coron's Expanse.
Fair.
Where's
But
Damaris?
Uh,
There. Okay.
Yep.
so is that the place that we found out they were 3 months ago?
Not necessarily. It probably would have been Footfall that the trade would have happened because that's a place where a lot of the rogue traders meet, and it's sort of the frontier station at the exit of the passage through the storms.
But Damaris is the place that it's most likely that it would actually be a good cover story working with. Just because that's where our warrant supposedly has
Is.
us based, basically.
We could hold the bait there, but if most rogue traders are on Footfall, it might make it more credible then because multiple trades happen there.
That's a bad call for one simple reason. Who the fuck are you? Why haven't I seen you before?
That's a fair point.
If you're sort of a house that keeps to itself at the Maris, then it sort of makes sense.
Fair enough. I thought that that was going to be, supported, I suppose, by the other two rogue trader houses, which is why.
It's like there's literally lounges where rogue traders and their most trusted advisors drink together, and it's like...
They don't recognize my face, Demi.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
And
Okay,
I'm
then.
a random motherfucker from a random tiny house that's never showed up at Footfall before.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay, we'll do it at Damaris. So, what is who doing?
Effectively, we're gonna do it like this, like basic success. That's you put the bait out, you build a story that will stand up, and then for every 5 after that you can keep adding some other advantage, like get extra ships on board, get extra help in some form, etc. Because those dynasties, like, getting in a pitched battle with fuckers who, among other things, presumably engage in light piracy to make their living is a bad call because they'll know how to fight and be good at it.
Yeah. Shall we, boys?
Yeah.
So 5 successes is the bare minimum we need for success, right?
You need 15 to build a cover story and put the message out and make sure that it'll reach them and look.
And every 5 after that is going to be
Oh,
additions.
okay. All right.
So if you are looking for a minimum of 3 ships, you generally want 25. Alternatively, you can get those ships by effectively convincing the rogue traders to pitch in another way. You know.
Sure. I'll start the roll then, and I suppose I'm just gonna go with logic essentially, just to try and thunk up the actual procedure and planning.
Make sure
right?
that it makes sense, right?
Yeah. So presuming the modifier is flat, and the only thing get is +10 from a calculus logi.
Mm-hmm.
67. That's 3 degrees. I got fate points to re-roll it, but at the same time, I'm scared that I
think
don't
it's
crit.
good to.
How many
because
fate
it's
points,
87.
Demi?
In order to get to 25, I figure you're gonna want to spend at least 2 months working on the story anyway, and it's gonna take time to propagate out to them.
Yeah, go it off.
Like
How many fate points, Demi?
I have 3 fate points, but I'm scared of re-rolling because I feel I have it somewhere in the back of my mind. It's
yeah,
gonna
no,
be
I feel it
Save
too,
it.
Demi. But like, keep in mind when you're looking for those ships being there, like when you're buying them with successes, you're also building a cover story for them being there, like putting out that they're interested as buyers, etc., which is why they might be present.
Right. I entirely forgot that Sage, besides lore rolls, can actually succeed at logic tests. That is so not used.
Well, I think others do use it. When they pick Sage, you just suck, Demi.
Yes.
Who's next?
I mean, I genuinely have no idea what I could even do with my things.
Again, you have Underworld.
I mean, I do have Underworld, but something with a better shot, if it's possible.
I mean, I can see possibly scrutiny working just to try and pick up, like, for example, I don't know, hallmark traits or sayings or whatnot that we can possibly use to look more convincing or whatever the fuck. Or pick up more clues, essentially.
I'll allow scrutiny. You can sort of poke in on the rogue trader discussion on your way through Footfall.
No, okay. Fair enough then. Flat or
Yeah,
with a minus?
flat.
Oh, they do need to get some lures.
Nice.
That is 8 successes again.
So
Now, you have something that
No.
gives you an extra?
No, 7, sorry, my bad.
That's total of 10 so far with no failures. By the way, I'm not going to tell you how much failures is a fail state, but it's going to be at least 10.
yeah, that's 7 successes on scrutiny. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Effectively, I'm leaving it up to you to decide how far you push this and how good you want to make it before you decide that it's too many failures and they might catch on. Dolphus, what about you?
Could I use tech use to try and fabricate a lie as to the specifications of it?
That would be Forbidden Lore tech, rather.
Could I use Forbidden Lore space Russians?
You could.
That is a good one, yeah.
There were these symbols, translates as Sea Warp Good.
Since that is a specific one, should he get a +10 or something on that?
Sure, I'll allow it in this particular case. Since the Harlocks have a hard on for this.
For them, yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Totally
Time
Sea
to
Warp Good.
re-roll that with one of my fate points.
I'm scared. It's hitting again.
Can you feel it, Debbie?
I can feel it. It's gonna be
98. Oh my fucking god!
Literally.
Oh, I felt it coming. That's beautiful.
Do you not
How
have
many
any?
degrees of failure is that?
That would normally be 5 plus another 3 for the crit fail. So it literally says "See warp good, honest" on the side in Space Russian. Unfortunately, the Harlock speaks Space Russian.
That is so great. Do you really not have any cybernetics or anything to help? Oh my fucking god. I think we've already fucking failed.
No, the minimum, like I said, I won't tell you how many degrees of failure you need before it's an actual fail state, but it's not going to be lower than 10.
Okay.
We're skirting it, but
You haven't failed
technically
yet.
we haven't reached it yet.
You need another 5 degrees of success to ensure that Harlock show up. At some point.
I'm cursed.
Of course, it's cursed.
Jackalor? Do you have anything that might assist?
Jackalo just sitting there trembling, praying that the luck doesn't fuck him this one time.
You useless piece of shit in min-max. Get fucking skills.
Now we're playing Inquisition. This is gonna be a demon fest. What do you mean I have to fabricate a fucking ambush?
Could Forbidden Lord the Warp help?
I will allow this. It's a warp auger that you're trying to peddle.
Does it get bonus?
No.
But it's the warp.
Even Space Russians just got a +10.
I think a +10.
No, Jackalor. It's not good enough.
Rerolling.
How?
Yes!
Yes!
Holy, that's exactly 5.
So, the question is, currently, you can get them to show up and not ask questions when it's just your ship doctor on the Mars being like, hey, you want to buy a warp auger, kid?
I can myself, with just a fate point, if we spend another month, get 5 successes. So I can ensure 1 additional help.
I mean, I can.
Yes,
if
you
I
can
roll
ensure at
anything, I
least
can
your
also-
friend who you're going to bribe at some point in the future.
Are you promising the rogue traders that are coming to help anything? Or are you like, we'll repay the favor later? Oh, by the way, here's my rosette.
I think we've established that specifically with one of the rogue traders.
Okay. So, presumably with both, you just keep it on the DL that you're actually Inquisition and you're hunting heretics.
For now.
Like, yeah, no, they're happy with you. The rich house would probably prefer the favor, but the smaller one is willing to take it in cash if you, find a fuck ton of treasures on board the ships. Okay, so another month. It might
So-
not be 10 degrees of failure, that's the fail state. It might be 15 or 20.
I don't know, but I don't trust anybody here. Cause
Hey, look. If I can roll sneak, let me do
Demi,
it. If I can, I'm not
Spend the
going
fate
to shoot.
point.
Sure, I'll spend a fate point using Could I spend a fate point for heresy to make it a how should I call this, a sufficiently appealing I can obviously roll rogue traders or anything else.
Near heretical technologies from the dark age of technology. Power over the warp. Passages that navigators have never seen.
Yeah, but Chris, I have Forbidden Lores up the wazoo and Scholastic, so I can count probably whatever, so I'm just going to spend a fate point for +5.
Okay. And you are going for Heresy.
I suppose I'll go Heresy. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna trust that anybody else has something else that they can roll. Unless you guys only have Heresy, in that case I can go Pirates or something.
You just
I
put
am-
out a word like Navigator houses hate him. Find out why.
I have Demonology, but it's a 31% chance with no fate points.
Are you sure you want to spread that?
What?
Roll the dice, Boo. How bad could it be?
I don't want to.
Adolphus's reroll went very well and he spun the dice.
I don't know. Can I use fucking Operate Void
Boo,
Ship to
please
get us there
don't.
quicker?
Operate Void Chip. Well, let me think. You know what? I will let you use Operate Void Chip with a base of -10, but you can add a ship's maneuverability to try and drop some clues along the way where like another rogue trader family is investigating something on the ground kind of thing.
Its maneuverability is 18, so that's a +8 overall.
Yeah, just like essentially dropping a clue in some ruins that sort of confirms your story that such a device exists.
Yeah.
So
Does the ship have anything else to give us?
No, I checked the Martial Hubris, but that's not the
That's
-10 out of
pew-pew.
combat. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that would be. Let me see. What's the chance on that? So that's +8. So 62% chance.
If
Pretty
your ship
good.
has anything to help with stealth, that would help because this is effectively you sneaking in. But I don't think you do.
No, not
No,
that kind
no.
of ship. We have a
Yeah.
temple shrine and we have broadband hymncasters.
You chose not to take that ship.
Mm-hmm.
sneak? What sneak? We shoot.
But yeah, that should be everything though.
That's honestly, I think, the best chance you have. So
I mean, unless I can roll like fucking awareness or sneak somehow, but you know.
Do you mind if I roll first, Boo?
For what?
My roll. of
Failure.
Rogue Traders.
He wants to roll
Oh,
for
yeah, go for it.
failure.
Go for it.
do you have fate points to reroll? I just want to ask.
I have one fate point. That's all I have to reroll with, and that's all I have
Demi,
to work
don't
with.
ask him to reroll. You know how it ended last time.
And Demi, I have nothing.
Okay,
I'm scared.
rogue traders then.
Let's see that shit. We believe
Flat?
in Adolphus. Should be.
Yes, I think so.
Two degrees, not a
He takes
failure.
that reroll though. But hey, with 2 degrees, that means he can save his fate point, and I have a higher chance of getting us to the
There-
threshold.
There is one thing that can help, which means you need less successes. Spend a fate point for an additional degree of success.
That is true.
Because I'm not sure if we want to stay a third month. That might be
Yeah.
dragging off too much at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, news travels slow, but you know, if the Harlocks are on the ball, there's an astropath telling them that, hey, there's this fucking thing on the market about now, so...
Up to you guys.
How many successes do we have so far?
15 exactly.
15 plus another 2 from you.
Yeah, here now. So that's.
I'll
Demi's
spend the
thing.
fate point. Jackalor,
Wait,
don't
no,
fuck
that's
this.
wrong. You have 22. Because then we
Oh.
bought 5 automatically.
Oh yeah, he bought 5. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Feels good.
Forgot.
So if you bought one, you just need the others to get just 2 without going over.
Can we trust the two fighty boys to get 2?
I mean, this rolling session for me has been crit fails and crit successes. So I'm a 50-50. If I work, I work. If I don't, I don't.
Why?
Fun part is it's actually worse than 50-50.
Hey, I got the
Oh,
crit
Okay,
successes. all that
Adolphus,
really matter.
decide. Extra degree or no?
Yeah.
Up to Adolphus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already spent it.
Okay.
Okay, so it is 3 then. Never mind.
All right.
So, Jackalor, who lures first? You or me?
I already spent it, so you only need to get 2 successes.
Jackalor, what's your highest percent chance?
Honestly, given how much you're trying to min-max, I'm gonna say that both of you have to roll something. Fuck you.
I mean, no, I fully expected us to have to roll.
Fuck it, I'll roll Heresy then.
Heresy
rolled-
has already been used.
Which is
Yes.
why I asked Jackalor, and you were playing Minecraft and didn't listen.
I thought you said you didn't want to roll that and leave it to me. Whatever,
I-
I infused knowledge.
No, he literally
asked
asked if you wanted it.
Play Minecraft more, bitch.
You may use infused knowledge with Scholastic Lore Legend.
Sure, let's do that.
Jesus. It's like a 44% chance?
Yep.
We're about to find out.
I mean, no, it's just the same as his other ones. He has 1.
Nice.
Holy shit!
Holy, he succeeded.
Oh!
We're above. Now don't fuck up, boo.
Nah, I got this.
So how much that is?
It's 4 successes, so
27.
we're 27.
No, infused knowledge plus 1 more success.
That's
Exactly.
27. We have 27. I need 3.
Then it's 28.
Oh, wait, how is it 28?
If it's an extra degree for infused knowledge on Scholastic Lores, right?
Then it's 27 because we had 22. No, 23, yeah, because he spent a fate point. My bad. So it is 28.
Yep.
Yup. So you need
Okay, so I need
2 degrees.
2. Provided I don't fail. So that's just Void Ship at +8.
Just don't
Let's see.
fail.
Easy.
That is 5 degrees. Oh my god, we're 2 away from more.
No, actually.
It's still 5. Wait.
We already have, what, 3 ships? In addition to our own?
But no, we can get additional.
You're at
assistance when it gets-
33,
Yeah, we're at 30.
but let's see if you get delayed along the way. So I will make the navigator available to you.
Oh my fucking
Where
god.
is he? What's his
Uh,
name? Oh, Cornelius. There he is.
I'll roll for him.
We named him Cornelius, by the way.
Me. I named him Cornelius Skink.
So
You could have gone with Princess Peach.
So take a plus.
He said no Mimi.
Take a +10 on seeing the light because you are in a less stormy region, even though Calixus sucks these days.
And this is, what?
Cynicians.
Oh, it's Cynicians, I see. So, you said +10?
+10. Okay, you can re-roll if you wish. On a crit fail, you
Yes.
go into the warp and lock onto the Eye of Terror, so keep that in mind.
As you do.
Okay?
Not a crit fail, but what the fuck?
Okay, so
Jesus
he doesn't
Christ.
immediately see the light. You can delay by a week. Yes, Kitty. Yes, he sucks. I know.
Shall we delay by a week? And have someone else roll it?
I'll roll
That's
it.
the best thing I get.
We need the light. We need the light.
Demi knows.
We need the light. So delay by a week. I'll roll this time. Hopefully it goes through. Probably won't. So +10.
+10, yes.
Oh!
Okay. So that's a crit success. So let's see. This is about 30, and then over to Scintilla. That's about. So it's something like 195 in terms of distance traveled. So we're just gonna say that it's.
Why'd you mark red going up to Pussum Secundus? We're going down.
Sure, that's an old warp route from.
Arminius days.
Fuck, I'm trying to math. So that's 14 weeks travel time normally for this route. But you're stopping twice along the way. So 3 navigate rolls, one of which has to be at a has to be flat because you're stopping off at.
I'll roll the first one then, since I crit there and just pray.
What are you rolling?
One at plus 40,
Oh,
one
mine,
at plus 20, one flat, please.
So the first one is at the plus 40, right?
Yeah, because you're just
Demi,
heading through
wait,
the-
but Demi. Don't you think it's best because you rolled that crit success for you to roll the one with no modifier?
No, let him roll the 40.
Actually,
I-
no, he did roll a crit success, so you get another plus 10 for the light, right? Normally. And I'll give you another plus 10 because it's shining clear and bright today.
So it's plus 50, plus 30, plus 10.
No, plus 60, plus 40, plus 20, because you have the best lock-on ever.
I'll go with the first one.
Go for it.
Don't worry about it. Nice.
Okay. I'll say that's enough to negate phenomena on the way.
Next.
I'm gonna do the second one.
Plus 40. This is you traveling through the storms and actually getting to footfall. And yeah, no phenomena. And I think we'll give this to Jackalor. Roll the one with plus 20, navigate warp. You know, the trip is strangely smooth and untroubled by storms or bullshit.
And then
You-
Jackler comes along.
You can reroll with a fate point. It's almost like having a real navigator on board really helps.
Reroll Jackalor.
Okay. Adolphus, make a navigate warp roll with plus 20 to avoid one phenomena along the way.
So target 76.
Okay? Yeah. You arrive at the Maris. The planetary governor extends his official greetings and welcomes the protectors back. And you're invited for dinner once you approach the planet at the governor's place. And as you head inside the system, there will be a polite message transmitted to the Maris and your personal office there, informing you that House Harlock is interested in acquiring the archaeotech you seem to have acquired and is willing to negotiate an appropriate price, even if you didn't intend to sell it originally.
Ooh.
They are on their way. Next couple of days, a couple more messages arrive exactly on schedule, informing you that the 2 houses you arranged to join in the bidding are also on their way and interested in acquiring the item. And over the next month or so, it's like another 3 or 4 houses express their interest and their intent to eventually arrive to discuss the price of this interesting item.
It's gonna be interesting when like we're on
You
the
just
auction
suddenly
table
start
and suddenly-
shooting.
So, first thing up for auction, my Inquisitor Rosette.
You just see the Carlock on the screen slam on the big red button. Battle stations!
So how much time do we have before Harlocks and the 2 arrive?
The Carlocks are sending a message ahead. See, the 2 that are arriving, they were supposed to head to Footfall and then sort of redirect after you after a few weeks delay. They're gonna be here first, but not by much. The Harlocks are gonna arrive in about a month and a half. So
Month and a half.
presumably, that's when they translate from the warp. Presumably they're in the Coronis Expanse and are just redirecting to here ASAP.
Well, we have a month and a half. Guys, that sounds plenty enough to create a fake auction house with perfect amount of entrances for inquisitorial stormtroopers to storm through.
If you want to use 34 remaining stormtroopers to try and set up a ground ambush, yeah, you could do that.
I mean, yeah. we need them to. We need to catch them.
Okay.
So basically, in that month, I ain't sure about you guys, but I'd like to dedicate myself at least to start prepping for an ambush of some sorts. At least have something prepped.
Okay, just keep in mind that presumably their ships are gonna start trying to yeet shit the moment it becomes clear that you be sus as fuck.
That's why we upgraded our crew. Hands on shoulder, second in command. Fire before they do.
Yes, sir. One salvo, then ramming speed. Understood.
Ah, I'm glad you picked the guy with the half mark of the death cult.
At this point, almost every one of them have one.
Mm-hmm. They've at least started on theirs. Just see your crew transmit that the rogue trader is on the surface. Vague suspicion starts creeping in when they see faces scarred with Aquilas.
So, is this going to be another project, or are we just saying that we're prepping an ambush?
I think this would be another project because the planetary governor knows that you're legit, you know, so you can go through him. This is part of your backing, right? You have the codes. He was told to expect, like, this warrant is under inquisition, like, don't be a fuckboy, essentially. But
So he'll play along.
He'll play along, but you need, if you're gonna set up an ambush, and since the Harlocks presumably have agents here, you kinda wanna be subtle about it, because the rest of the world doesn't know that they're supposed to cooperate with you, and it looks kind of like a rogue trader pulling sneaky.
Got it.
Does our house happen to have a well-positioned, half-decent estate here, or?
You have, like, a house in the country. It's not in the best state. Like, you could effectively, make it presentable and use that. But, like, you don't have as extensive mansions as you might expect from a rogue trader family. Because that's like, oh yeah, that's an extra mansion I have. The governor just sets it aside. You know.
We're the poor, shitty ones anyway, so.
Yeah, keep in
We
mind,
do like 5 ships when we start shooting.
like, there's 2 houses that are gonna arrive before the Harlocks do, and another 3 or 4 that are essentially on their way. It's kind of up to you if you want to wait for all of them. If you don't, that kind of raises the suspicion, right? Because you would want to get the best price unless you're so desperate that literally a month is going to make a difference, and in that case, like, what the fuck is going on with you?
Yeah, we're definitely going to be waiting for all of them.
But you then need to arrange an ambush to not hopefully make enemies of, half a dozen fucking dynasties.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, small price to pay for saving the sector.
True, but, the mission comes first. That's Lord Cadence saying that, right? The other Inquisitors who you presumably work under and who aren't privy to the secret orders given to you are like, don't make it worse.
Yeah.
So you can rely on the writ to get you out of trouble, but showing that to a bunch of Inquisitors isn't always the best way to keep secret.
Yeah.
Okay, so the mansion. What's the plan? Just have start the auction and then just have everyone rush in and you're under arrest.
I think the 2 biggest priorities that we need to take care of is 1, we need to secure the Harlocks. They need to be essentially captured by us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to happen almost 100% on the ground. Because if they go back to their ship, we're going to have a fight, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Second, we have to secure something about that fucking teleportarium.
You can attempt to requisition a teleportarium jamming device as a near unique requisition. And set it up and trigger it at an appropriate moment once the auction starts.
We should probably do that.
Yeah.
We already have one. It's called Void Shields.
You don't have a void shield over your mansion.
Yes, we don't have a Void Shield of the mansion. We could do it in a fucking Hive City.
The Mars is an Imperial world, it's not a Hive world. It's a colony that's doing well and has transitioned to full Imperial control.
Ah,
not-
so it doesn't even have hives yet. I see.
So we need something much more localized rather than,
Yeah,
and we can't really make a local void shield.
In theory you can, but you don't have one.
And we're not willing to strip our fucking ship of one.
True. This might just be me, and I'm interested out of character. Don't some tanks or whatever sometimes have void shields on them, like localized?
That's generally Titans or Astarte Stormbirds.
Yeah, hard to get shit.
So, who has the best influence role?
I have like 76 or something.
No, that should be
You right now, Demi.
Really?
If you
Unless-
You
wish,
have 78.
if you wish to use the fact that you're Inquisition, you can take a +10 to this. It will
But subtlety.
It will go towards your subtlety. It depends on how much and how extensively you use your authority. I'm just letting you know, you can draw upon it in a small way to get a small bonus.
Okay.
You have 78 influence, right?
I do have 78 and I have 2 fate points. So I'm not scared about that. It's just, still, it's like, unless somebody has Adeptus Administratum bonus or whatever to make it.
I do actually.
You do? Then it's
I
not then it's not near unique. It's extremely rare.
Yeah.
So what?
And-
He'd get a minus
Oh.
10 off of the set.
So it would be minus
Yeah,
40 instead.
Well,
He'd get a plus 10 from that functionally.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
I
still
think that
better.
and the difference between me and Jacko is like 3 influence.
Yeah, Jack Lord has a better chance. Do you wish to use Inquisitorial Authority for this? I am gonna say that actually calibrating and setting it up is gonna take a little bit of time. So, effectively, we're gonna do it like this. Like, we're not gonna turn this into a project, but you can do individual things to try and make your chances be better than just having a go word and stormtroopers just rushing in from the galleries and trying to, do whatever.
Yeah. The only question last I have, Jacko. The only thing that might change who's gonna roll for requisition. Jacko, do you have a fate point left?
no.
Shit.
It's gotta be you, Demi.
Yep.
You have 2 fate points left.
Yep.
You can spend a fate point for +10.
I was thinking of using that for the actual one of them for the actual planning for the trap is the thing.
Luckily, you have 2.
Sure.
Use it for a reroll.
I think
Save the other one.
Like,
Sure,
this
so-
is a proper mansion, so lots of ways in and out, lots of interconnecting rooms. So if you want to funnel people, yeah, you will need to come up with a way to do that.
Okay, so we're gonna want you. Should I use a +10 and then have one extra for a reroll and use some authority for +20 essentially? Or
For an almost certain success.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna let the cat out. He's gonna rip something
Yeah.
apart.
no, not for a certain success. I think I'll have a 40 to 50% chance on the roll after taking in the modifiers. So yeah, I do. I think the teleportarian thing is the most important. So I'll spend a fate point for +10.
Yeah, I agree. That is the most important if your plan is to trap them.
Yeah. So near unique is how much again?
Minus
Minus
50.
Mhm.
-50. And I'm going to use a little bit of the Inquisitorial Authority because we want the success on this.
So minus 30, Demi.
Minus 30.
Yes. Who can say?
I have a reroll. I'm gonna do it because we need it. Otherwise, we're not getting it this month. Actually, is this on a weekly basis or?
Effectively, you can attempt this multiple times, but I'm gonna say you need 3 weeks to make sure that it's not gonna malfunction, because like buildings, a lot of power lines running through the like, you want this to be, position it in a way where they have no chance to get at it, and it's gonna cover as wide an area around the ground as possible.
Oh,
I think
no.
I'm gonna have the best chance with this one, so I think I'm gonna re-roll this one and hopefully keep trying after
Yeah.
that.
Go
Like,
for
the
it.
fucky
We
part
believe.
here is that they have individual teleportarium beacons, and you need to jam hard enough to negate the pattern enhancers, essentially. Well, you don't lose influence.
God damn
Can
it.
I try rolling instead?
You could have assisted or something.
You can try,
Could have we
Jackalor.
assisted Could have
Yeah,
we assisted each
actu-
other.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. We probably could have, huh?
I was thinking that as you rolled it. I
We've
don't know
never
if that's
actually
anything.
talked about assisting with
With requisitioning, yeah.
If we're requisitioning for the greater good for all of us, like, shouldn't we be able to do it together?
I'm sorry, Boo. He found a teleportarium jammer, but unfortunately,
Never mind.
Backward did it.
Jackalor found a second one. This one wasn't in the Harlock estate. Okay.
Look, we have one. That's okay.
You have one. You start installing it. It comes with its very own aged tech priest, who grumbles about changing masters at this time in their life, but his contract says he has to service this beacon, or well, this jammer, no matter who it belongs to, for another 50 years.
That's
Good
speed.
man.
I hate organics.
Good.
Hey,
knock,
Boo,
man.
make sure you load the anti electronics ones,
the
because
Thunderbolt,
they're gonna
yes.
come with.
Loads an EMP shell with malicious intent while watching the tech priest.
So we have the jammer. What is Sue going to do now?
Presumably
mean-
you have
Go for it.
effectively 2 months, because they're gonna still need to drop down the gravity well, right?
We're all out of fate points, which is the worst fucking.
But,
We need to make
mhm.
the state actually somewhat, passable.
You can make us. If you're looking for ways to ensure that people aren't going to get away, and if you're going to set up, people with bolt guns in strategic positions where they won't be seen.
I'm trying to make it look more convincing
Yeah, no,
as
that's
an actual rogue trader estate.
That's a separate thing you can do, sprucing the place up. That could be
Yeah.
a commerce role. To hire servants, organize, new artwork that isn't a century out of date. Just in general,
Okay, I'll do that then.
do household stuff. The planetary governor is gonna provide a modest amount of funds, so you don't get a bonus, but you don't need to worry about losing influence or the like. He's gonna, you get
Okay, I
like,
fucked up the first roll.
You have one free attempt at this left before the Harlocks get here.
Yeah, you can still do that, Adolphus.
Okay. No, that's not
No, that's command.
Commerce.
Adolphus.
What?
It's-
Fuck. I misclicked.
And Boo, you can do awareness or survival
Ah!
to sort of analyze the grounds and try and set this up in the best possible manner.
I mean, I don't have survival, but I do have awareness. Flat?
Presumably you have Auspex scanners,
I
and
do.
so take a +20.
Aye. It's not a crit fail, so I still
It's
succeed.
technically a success.
But it's not a crit fail even, so I succeed.
So, there's not a lot of spots you find that are great for this, but effectively you can ensure that when someone goes running out of the building, there's gonna be at least a stormtrooper with a bolt gun who's gonna be able to shoot at them.
Ain't good enough.
So if
Chris,
it's... Yeah?
I have faith in the Creed.
Uh-huh, and what does that do?
On a 1d10, on a result of 1, I don't spend a fate point.
Sure.
Oh, bruh, you could have used that so many times before.
You can roll that once for the last one because you should have fucking remembered.
At least you forgot it's a shine roll bonus.
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's your problem.
So one of the things that I heard, and I'm smart enough, so tell me if this is, too bad of an idea. But one of the things I wanted to see about is hearing that they are probably going to have individuals and contacts and stuff like that. Can I use interrogation essentially to try and root out, find out, threaten enough, and make sure that those contacts stay, as useless as ever?
Effectively, they have a state on this planet, and this is one of their home bases. So, generally speaking, the Carlocks are not an incompetent family, they're just heretical as fuck.
Oh, obviously.
So, I'm gonna warn you that you can try and intimidate key figures, but this will be hard. This will be a base of -20, and if you fuck up, Harlocks get word. This is
Don't
a
do it, Demi.
Yeah, I don't have fate points to reroll.
yeah.
The
This
only-
is a really, really big play, but it's dangerous.
Like if it's intimidate based, what would it be? Willpower based, so strength?
You could use willpower, yeah.
I'd have a 40% chance, and I have a free reroll from the background. But at the same time, it's just like, can that fucking do it?
What did you say? 30% chance?
40%.
That's probably worth it, honestly.
I just need a single success, and I can turn that into 6 successes.
Mm-hmm. And that would neuter a lot of the things that the people on the ground at Harlocks might have noticed. That effectively would help erase any other fuck-ups that you might make on stealth. But
Should I do it? Jackler says yes. Boo. Adolphus?
If you think it's for the best, Demi.
I'll fucking go for it. So -20. Oh! Luckily, I can re-roll that, but
knocks down the door. This is the Inquisition. Heads up. Drops Voxcaster.
Holy shit!
Beautiful.
how many successes is that?
That is 5.
5? Turn that to a 6.
Okay. Yeah. So, Demi,
Yes.
I will give you an option. You can get the seneschal of their local holdings on board by promising him amnesty for any part he might have played in shady dealings.
Well, yeah, I can do it. It's not
Yeah,
easy
do
for
it.
me to kill a heretic after the fact he helps us.
I mean, if you break deals like that and people find out, obviously looks... it makes it harder to get more deals in the future.
You think he's gonna tell anybody? he's gonna shut
Yeah,
his
like-
mouth until we captured him.
Like, no,
Amnesty is something that heretics can get, hypothetically, if they fucking work with the Inquisition. So
Sure.
it makes somewhat of a bit of sense.
effectively, you can go, like, if you haven't done anything too bad, and, like, he'll recount what he's been part of, and...
Sure, he won't escape the interrogation process, but sure, I'll promise it.
Yeah. Okay, well... There have been archaeotech and, occasionally, tech adepts not fully licensed with the machine cult on these estates, Inquisitor. I think the masters of the house might be engaged in tech heresy of some kind. I'm not sure they seem eager to acquire archaeotech. I haven't seen any xenotech, but I'm sure they must have brought some through. He doesn't know all that much, but this place has been used for studying and putting together some of the stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It confirms things you know from elsewhere. And, it's based on the house records that you're able to get access to. They keep the stuff that's interesting to them and sell the stuff that's not for profit, essentially.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. Now, obviously,
Does this fit in this hole? No? Oh, okay.
What the fuck
that
are you
Well,
talking
sell it.
about?
that sounded so wrong, Adolphus.
Yeah, he will warn you in advance, because this was a big play, that the house is likely to send a representative to the bidding process. And then if, initially, right? And then they might confirm the deal in person if they win the bid and are convinced it's worth their while. They're unlikely to personally commit unless either the other houses are doing a lot of that or they see some reason to get super excited.
I just realized one thing, and somebody probably should have done this, huh? What do we have to show?
Nothing. You have technical readouts. I mean, you can
Well,
always go, what do you think, we're stupid? The augur rays in an undisclosed location.
Yeah, we can do that, obviously.
But, based on what you have prepared, you think that the rumors you have laid and the technical specifications you have cooked up and spread around are gonna be pretty enticing to them. But based on what the Seneschal knows, their pattern is not to do these kind of deals in person unless they're sure they're not gonna be fucked. They're careful heretics. They always look for a way to get away if things turn sour.
After all, they had to succeed in surviving for 20 years to get to this point.
Okay.
They're kind of wily that way.
Well,
That being said, you can sort of use the Seneschal to encourage them to, commit personally, but, just as a forewarning, it's not a guarantee they're gonna show in person, especially at first.
yeah. That was my intimidate. I think Adolphus had 2, right? I would have 1 more.
You were trying to arrange for the influence, so you have 2 weeks left of doing something. So that wouldn't be enough
okay.
for full action, but if there's something minor you want to do...
The influence I
you
rerolled, I
reroll,
think,
so you
with
have
paper,
3
so I-
weeks left.
3 weeks. So, not sure if that makes a change or not.
That would... I mean, you could try something, but you would take penalty. Because the last week would be with the Harlocks, essentially coming down to the planet and starting to pay attention personally.
Oh, fucking kill me. The only thing that I can think of doing is doing something like scholastic lore tech or something with my infused knowledge and stuff like that, and just hope that I can...
You've already done that part as well as you're able to, as part of preparing the bait.
Yeah.
You
Fair
won't
enough.
be able to make a realistic looking augur ray because that's like a radar dish 5 stories high, essentially, on a starship.
Yeah.
Then the only last thing I have is obviously logic to help things up, but once again, I'm now scared because I don't have fate points.
Yeah. So who has things left to do? I think Boo has one, and I think Jackalope has
do.
one.
But on other things.
Did you use stealth or anything?
I mean, what can I use stealth here for, though?
You can use stealth to find good spots to hide in.
For setting up sniper positions, we used awareness. For setting up places to hide troops inside the house, you can use stealth with intelligence.
I can't
Go
use
for it.
intelligence, but I'll just apply the modifiers.
Mm-hmm. And
So
the
that's-
Cameline cloak doesn't help with this one, but
Yeah.
you
I
know.
don't know. I mean, it's still decent.
Nice.
Okay. And Jackalor. They're just like a service elevator for bringing up feast that's lined in lead. You just sort of pour concrete down it to close it and tell the Space Marine to stand inside the leaded doors where he can't be seen by auspexes and just burst out when it's time.
By the way, I want to ask a question. What is the difference between stealth with perception and stealth with agility?
I have no fucking clue. One is perceiving, one is agility.
It's like
Yeah.
perception stealth sounds like, hey, you want to look for a good hiding spot, for example? I don't know.
Yeah,
Kind
but then
of,
I should
yeah.
have used perception here instead of int.
Yeah, could have, but fuck you.
I mean, it's a higher chance, so I have a much.
Oh, you want to reroll?
I mean, I don't have the fate points for that, so I can't. It's up to your discretion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. Jackalor, what do?
Chance will literally be fucking 9.
There is a big boy play that you could do here. This would be difficult because you haven't done this before, but you could make a -20 demonology roll to create a daemon host.
Huh?
Wait, what?
He's so taken aback. I love it. Well, you woke him from Minecraft
Can I
stupor.
use
Congratulations.
Psychic powers to erase and shit like that to tie up any loose ends and shit.
Sorry, what? Rage, psychic powers? I didn't exactly follow.
Erasure and dominate, telepathic link, etc. To use psychic powers to, fix loose ends and shit. So they don't
Sure.
figure out.
Invoke powers at psi rating 1 and all the bonuses, and if you manage to get phenomena on this, that's gonna be a bad thing.
Can I spend consecrated scrolls on this?
No, this is over a month with you using this a lot.
Fair. So what should I use the psychic focus power on?
Let's go with erasure.
Okay,
But it's willpower based, I think. It should be
Yes.
willpower based.
Yeah.
So.
use willpower.
Don't you have like psi rating 5 Jackalor at this point?
No, 3.
Oh.
We made him give up psi rating 4 so he could have some skills.
That plus psi. You have like a 90% chance, right?
The bad thing comes in if he rolls
80.
phenomena. Rolls crit fail, demon, climbs out of the city, just starts smashing buildings.
Rolls a 99 crit.
Oh, don't tempt me. Jacklord, please do it. Do it. Do it.
Hello, hello?
Yes.
Go for it, Jackalor.
That's a success.
Not phenomena.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's still minor phenomena, but there's no major fuck-ups that are noticed.
Why are
And
the
the
walls
Raising
howling?
powers.
But
Must be the wind.
yeah, the Harlocks arrive, and there's a polite invitation for the rogue trader to join them in their mansion for, a dinner before all the rest of the interested parties get here, and perhaps they can arrange a buyout so you don't need to bother with the silly auction. Bring the technical specifications, please. And yeah, we're I think gonna start with that next session with
fate points.
With fate points
Please,
and the rogue
please.
trader trying to with
Connive
Dickens,
my way out of being robbed at gunpoint.
a ship's auger ray is not the kind of thing that you can steal at gunpoint, unless it's a land
Yes,
battery.
but holding you for hostage to, rob you at gunpoint is kind of
I mean,
thing.
that's not the kind of thing that is done, strictly speaking, amongst
It's
nobility.
not subtle, but these are desperate people.
I know, they are showing it that an imperial world like nothing is wrong, and they're perfectly legal rogue traders. They might be trying to, do the, I'm just gonna pretend that isn't there and hope that an iron set of balls is gonna get me through this, and just act innocent. What heresy? Me? A heretic? I mean, we saw how Bacon did last week. Half the time it works is the thing.
Just as the goddamn printer.
But
So many projects. Fuck this. Need more fate points.
Boo,
Bacon is a skilled man.
Yes.
what are your thoughts about the course this campaign has taken and what the party is attempting?
Dark Heresy. Fine.
I mean, you did kind of sum it up fairly well. We're gonna get to fight demons. What do you mean, plan an ambush? I like the direction though, because I don't know, I just like this type of shit, I guess, even though I'm kind of garbage at it.
I mean, at this
You're great at
point,
covert ops. You're just suck at, setting up the covert ops.
I mean, at this point, you have a reasonably good chance, even if those fuckers just go on their ship and start running, of, preventing them from getting away clean.
Hmm.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean,
they've come
yeah.
here, they're within your sights, you're close. It's just like a little bit further. Stick your head in the noose, please.
Essentially.
Yeah. And besides, we have our ship and 2 Moors that hopefully are primed to shoot the bitch. So,
I mean, they're not gonna be with weapons ready, but on the DL, the officers are all, ready for a fight and they can get battle ready, pretty damn quickly. Like, their crews aren't on shore leave. Neither presumably is yours.
I can't wait to be in power armor and storm the bitch with inferno shells loaded in my storm bolter.
Just bang, bang, bang. An execution for the heretics, going once, going twice.
Sold to the man in power armor.
Carlock's looking around like, which of these cunts is the heretic?
There he is, officer, that one.
Okay, Demi, your thoughts.
Fun session, but a lot of projects, not enough fate points, honestly.
I mean, you literally avoided the just punishment for the execution of a very important person and turned that into an ambush for the Harlocks.
Well, yes, we did. That's called skill, but not enough fate points. It's not my fault,
It's
Jack.
called
already-
flying by the pants, seat of your pants in a competent way.
Jackler ate up most of the fate points this game.
Okay, Adolphus, what do you think?
Oh, it's gone wonderfully.
All right, Jackalor. If you would pause Minecraft for a second.
It's heating up. We're so close. We can almost touch them. Almost.
I mean, honestly, you could all go to visit them. Just have the Space Wolf come in last, carrying the teleportarium jammer on his back, and just be like, beep, open fire. The Space Wolf did acquire a new tool that will help him later. A Astarte Stormbolter.
Ooh.
Ooh.
For when
But
DACA becomes necessary. Big gun make big noise. Make Yarnulf happy.
You know, I should probably do that at one point, and Nyaxi memed on that idea. So Storm Bolter, it's basically a double-barreled shotgun that shoots rockets at you.
It's sort of a double-barreled, you know.
RPG.
Yeah. It just
Okay.
has...
Think about that, but then you add the noob tube to it, the grenade launcher as well, so it's a 3-tuber.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, it's a combination of conventional propellants and rocket-propelled guns. But both work.
Now that sounds like heresy. Shooting guns at the enemies? You're giving them free guns, man.
Technically, you can add the single grenade launcher as a underbarrel attachment. That is a mod that you can add.
Or an exterminator. So besides the Inferno shells, I also have something to hit multiple bitches.
Or alternatively, Demi, you could go for a combi weapon and have a storm bolter and a full grenade launcher.
How would that look like?
Bulky as all fuck. Like, I think there's like a triple barrel shotgun in like Doom or Quake. Kind of like that, but even bulkier.
Understandable.
Okay, well, 300 XP, everyone. Demi?
Sorry, I'm a bit confused. You did
Yes?
pretty good, huh? Learning experience. We're 100 XP away from fucking wounds +1. At least I am.
Well, you get a extra 100 at least next session, because there's gonna probably be a combat, and if you get the Harlocks, well, that's another 100 for story progress and fucking them over.
I'm 50 XP away from getting Inquisitor.
Demi is having a seizure. Someone roll him out, he's delusional.
I'm not even joking.
I'm sorry, Demi, I can't help you.
Like, fuck you.
Can we borrow XP at a
No,
interest rate of
Jackalor, you
10%?
cannot. You are not a servant of Zinch.
Look, man.
Can I fix that?
If Redimir's ass picks are worth 20 euros, how much is it, like 50 XP in Warhammer, right?
You know, about a 1,000 bits.
Fair enough. Also, Boo is starving. He really wants to go and eat.
Fuck him. I want to see him waste away. That's right,
If
starve,
I had,
bitch. Fucking starve.
Wow.
You can leave, Boo.
If I had...
Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye, everyone.